Yo, welcome to Lion Podcast. Like it or not, the livest show in the O. We're ready to go. Let's introduce, to my right, it's OGB.
Let's rock.
To my left, it's Little Oski.
What's up, man?
Another friendly lion is in the building today. My motherfucking dude, Hector. What's really good?
Yo, what's really hood?
Haha, and I'm your host, Mr. Tokes. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the show, everybody. First off, much respect. Heck, it's fucking great to see you, fam. Thank you for coming through, man.
Yo, facts, man. Like, I actually wanted to start this off with a great story since this is my first time being on your podcast.
Oh, take it away, bro.
So, when I first moved to Florida, I moved to Florida in 95, right?
Right.
First dude I ever met out here, his name was John Honeycutt. You remember John Honeycutt?
Yes, sir. I love teammate Honeycutt.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude. He lived right around the corner.
Shout out Honeycutt, baby.
Shout out to John, man. So, he was the first dude I met. Met him at the ball court by Dwight Hawkins. We playing ball. He goes to me. He goes, "Yo, you good?" I'm like, "Yo, thank you."
He is.
And he goes, "Yo, you gotta play Corey." I was like, "Corey?" He was like, "Yo, he was one of the best basketball players in middle school. You know, both y'all gonna be freshmen. I'm gonna introduce you. You gotta play him. He's one of the best ball players out here." So me being from New York, I'm cocky. I'm like, yo,
bring him
I'm
to
like,
me.
bring him, man.
Yeah.
Like,
He's late.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Who the fuck is Corey anyway?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Fuck
like,
Corey.
Corey sounds so white too. I was like, yo, what's he wearing? Like he got like one of those the waist, the short shorts going on.
Yo,
He's
with
gonna
the
come
high
out-
socks.
Yeah, dog. He's coming out looking like white man can't jump.
It's only one letter away from corny.
And yeah, I remember being at Fort Smith Park, and he was like, "Yo, there he is." He introduced us. We started playing ball, and then like from then on, we just clicked.
Connected.
You know what
The
I mean?
competitiveness too.
Yeah.
Y'all are like, oh, yo, you really competitive. Yeah, me too.
And I inherited his street mentality, like I don't give a fuck attitude, because that's what I learned from him a lot, man. It's one thing to, you know, have talent or whatever, then it's another thing to have talent, but also have that grit that it's like, yo, I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm taking this win. And that's what Hector provided to the game. So I was always like in all of it, you know. And there's even a story behind that story. There's so many stories. I could go, we could fucking do the whole goddamn episode on this shit.
That's dope though.
I want to do. That's what's so fucked up about this episode is I want to do that because it's a freestyle.
Yeah.
But bro, there's so much shit going on right now. We got to address some fucking shit in the world, man. But I don't see Heck on social media doing any of that sing-along video shit. I don't see Heck. I definitely don't see Heck on there, man. Heck don't be doing that shit.
Nah. I gotta fall back on that.
Yeah, man. But we do got to give Hector welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah,
We missed
excited.
you, man, for real. Dude, I got in a fucking side note, I got in a fucking storm yesterday. And I don't know if you guys heard about the storm that came through fucking I guess it was Maitland area. And
Yesterday?
Dude,
I saw flashes by my crib. but
I
it was
showed
like,
Mike the video
it was
of
bad?
me. I recorded
Dude,
myself
it was
driving.
fucking bad,
I
dude.
accidentally, I was going to show it all to you.
Corey's
but I
like,
fucking forgot.
what star in a storm and shit.
He should, man.
It's
He
a
should.
funny ass video, actually, dude. The video came out really good. I'm gonna show you at the break, and then, but yeah, it was one of those things where I pulled out of the garage, right, the parking garage. Hector, how you just came in. I pulled out of there, so you don't know what's really going on in the world. You come from here to there. It's a hallway to a parking garage. You don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I pulled out of this motherfucker, and it's raining. So I'm like, okay, it's raining pretty hard, whatever. But I'm going to my girl's house. I got to get there. So, and I got all these groceries that we bought from fucking Whole Foods. So we got to drink the vegetable juice and shit. So I got all these groceries and shit. So, dude, it just starts coming down. So I'm like, man, this is crazy. So then it started hailing. So I'm like, I got to get the camera rolling for this shit. I'm like, this is pretty fucking crazy. At this point, it still wasn't shit.
It was such a dramatic video though, because there was like massive lightning, dude. It's like he was driving through a fucking war zone.
I was screaming the whole time. When you guys see this video, you're not gonna. It's you guys are gonna laugh your ass
My
off.
dog was bugging because the light kept flashing, like from all of it, from all the action, and I was just like, some shit's about to go down. It never happened.
Right.
But I guess it was just like the after effect from your house.
I've never seen it hail that long.
It just moved.
Exactly.
It held straight for like fucking 10 minutes.
I say everything in the video, but I took 4 different videos because it didn't stop. And I really, at one point, thought I was going to not make it back. And I was like, yo, I love everybody. I was like, I love everybody in case I don't make it. I really
Fucking
do.
explosions, everything.
There was explosions. It scared the shit out of me. The one lightning thing right when I'm in the middle of talking was bah, and I'm like, oh shit! You're like, it really fucking was frightening. And at one point, when the truck started lifting up, yeah, that's when I was
you
like,
can hear the fucking.
I was like, that's a
Like the wind was
tornado.
fucking-
You could hear that shit,
I'm
dude.
so ready for this vid.
Yeah,
Tony
it's-
Manolfi ain't got shit on this, dude. Like them storm chasing fucks.
and
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
smoking
he's
the whole
got it.
time, so I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
and I'm
he
like,
flashed. He was like,
and I'm like, ah. It's like
Fuck it, go out happy.
Bro,
you
yeah.
have to, bro.
Shield on you.
Yeah, because when it intensified, I was like, man, this really isn't good. And so you could hear it in my voice. At one point, I thought I stopped the camera because I put it down, and I was like, man, this isn't good. I gotta make real decisions. Because when I saw everybody else pulling off the fucking, they were just bolting, man.
Yep.
And then that car started rocking. I'm like, oh man, this is a fucking tornado for sure. Because the weather is fucking
So
crazy.
scary.
And then the ice cubes, dude, they got like ice cube size, dude. They were just pop, 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 pop. I was like, dude, my fucking windshield is gonna go. I swore I thought it was gonna go.
he couldn't stop though because he had to get to this woman.
And
And he has the super expensive organic food, so
That
that
was
shit's
just
gonna get
dying
rotten
by
in
the
like an
second.
hour.
and all the
If you don't
years,
put them in the fridge.
in all the years I've lived in Florida, I haven't seen a storm like that.
I only saw hail once in Florida.
And
That's when I was in high school.
I've been here almost my whole fucking life, dude, and that shit was fucking bananas.
Yo, side note on the Whole Foods, if you got Amazon Prime, every time you go to Whole Foods, put in your phone number associated with your
Account?
account, and sometimes you'll get discounts.
Oh,
Yeah, because
I'm gonna write that down.
Amazon owns Whole Foods.
So now,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so as long as your Amazon Prime account has your phone number, which it should,
Yeah.
whenever you go to Whole Foods, just
Get the
put in your phone
savings,
number,
yeah.
and you get some savings.
I don't know if you heard on the episode, I
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
I do believe him.
Yo, listen,
What they doing?
if there's ever a ghetto Jeopardy, put your money on me. I'm full of so much useless facts.
That's actually
baby.
really good to know.
Big. So much useless
So
facts,
you be
man.
having fun at those,
He knows where the
those
hookups
bar
is.
games and
Hook
shit.
up
Oh,
heck.
hell yeah.
Yeah, me
Hell
too,
yeah.
bro. My team name used to be with Brad. That was on the last episode. Our team was hood knowledge, the shit you don't learn in college.
See,
When we used to play.
see, my shit is just wherever I go is smell my love stain.
Yeah.
Because when we win, you're gonna be smelling my love stain. You dig?
See, that's good too. I respect that, dude. But I was saying, when I went to Whole Foods, remember I had beef with them fucks because they didn't have purified water by the bottles.
Yes,
Bro.
yes. You had to get the nice water.
Dude, you had to get the nice water from Walgreens.
It was called nice.
Yeah, and then I was pissed off because the Whole Foods, you either had to buy the jug to fill up the big tank purified, or like a 4-pack of like whatever the fuck they were selling. I was like, come on, what are we doing? I'm trying to bring him water, looking like I didn't care about him. Meanwhile, the water bottles for $4 are like $20, so it does look like it's a lot.
Yo, like,
Yeah.
did Jesus come down and
Yo,
make this
it's
water?
purified,
be? Like,
purified. You could like
Blessed.
smell it. It's
We
like
do
water.
exorcism with it.
Dude, it's like, yo, this water has a scent. Water's not supposed to do that.
Not like Clemmy with his energy water.
Dude, I'm ready to try that.
Nah.
Talking about energy that's real.
His basically his
Positive
theory was you
energy.
could put a fucking bottle of water here, you put a bottle of water here, you take this bottle and somewhere else and you talk bad to it, it's gonna be bad water. You take this bottle somewhere else, you can talk good to it,
Good
it's gonna be
energy.
good water.
And it
dude.
stays good,
But
bro.
I swear this
I
shit
was
came out.
busting
Of
his
his mouth.
ass.
I love Clemmy. Hey, shout out Clemmy. I miss you, dog.
Miss you,
Can't wait
Clemens.
for you to get back. But hey, this shit blew my mind. I said, dog, you believe it? And he goes, I don't know.
Yo, but not for nothing, even though I don't know homie, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But real talk though, it's the same thing with plants.
Plants, that's
if
the
you
first
got plants
thing.
in the house and you know what I'm saying,
true.
if you talk bad to them, they wither.
Wow, that's true.
know what
I
I mean?
can't argue that because there's actual facts that back that up.
I
So
know.
that is actual
But
facts.
water's
dude.
not alive like plants.
But water
You
does
don't
but
know.
water
Science
does have
hasn't done
organisms.
that.
Yeah, you don't know. That's the thing. Is it minerals? What is it?
I think I
You
know. I don't know. Is the ocean alive?
Man, it sounds like it feels like
I've seen it angry sometimes, bro, taking down ships. I don't know if that's a mood swing or not, but let me tell you what. That shit
Yeah.
is strong. I respect the fuck out of it.
Yeah, yo, we almost last year we were me and a couple of my work peoples. My man got a boat. We went to Anna Marie Island, right? So
And where's that?
that's off of like outside of Tampa. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying?
okay,
So like
okay.
if you're going to Tampa,
It's further to the left?
It's further to the left.
Oh, okay.
Super dope place. If you have never been to Anna Marie Island, do it.
Oh, I haven't.
B.
I love Tampa too, so that's even more.
And I
of a-
love Tampa.
Yeah, it's nice out there.
We rented a
Show me the way.
I will. I will teach you the ways of the jet.
The hookup's already coming.
Listen, it was 4 couples. We rented an Airbnb.
First of all, that's respect to you because anything more than 3 of a couple, that's
Can't get
pushing
real.
it. Yeah,
Get real.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
When it's
not-
a foursome, it's tough because there's always that one person that doesn't want
But-
fish.
but here's
or
the-
one shrimp. You know what I'm saying?
the biggest difference is like the people that we went with, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? These are people I work with, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it blended well.
Motherfuckers is making over 100K a year.
Yeah.
So this is corporate money. You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
So 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom Airbnb between 4 couples cost us $200 for 4 days.
Jesus, that's fucking free money.
Yo,
That's free.
with a boat dock.
What the fuck?
That's like the spot we had for the party.
Yeah, but was it that cheap?
it was the dock. I don't know.
That was
but
a
it had the
canal.
dock, so- yeah, it
It's a
was
fucking
lit.
canal.
No,
There
but
was-
it
there was
opened up.
another house
But
on the other
remember,
side.
It opened up.
Yeah,
opened
it
up
was
to the
it was
right.
dope. It was dope. It was
fucking
definitely
dope.
dope, but I don't think we got it for $200 or $50 a night.
I don't remember.
Yo, so no, here's the Gilligan story. So my man, he brings his boat, and every single day we're going to different little islands around there.
Right.
So one day we found this one little island, and I had to go take a piss. So we're on this island, beach, whatever you want to call it, and then there's kind of like an uplift where you have to climb up, but there's a sign that says no animals allowed. So I'm like, fuck it, I gotta piss. So let me go in there. So I'm sitting there taking a piss, and I'm looking down, and I see a paved road. I'm like, how the fuck is there a paved road on an island?
Bring cement out here.
Like, yeah, real talk.
Right.
So finished pissing, and I'm like, you know what? Let me follow this paved road.
You went exploring.
I went
Hector
exploring.
Explorer.
Yo, for
Oh,
real,
shit.
yo. Like,
It's a
you know,
movie.
These are the ones where you get
You're gonna
goosebumps
find-
when you're walking down the
You're gonna find
road.
the poppy fields.
Yeah.
yo, nigga, swipey, no swipey. Like, I went exploring.
But side note though, what he's saying though, these are the times, at least for me, I get like these real feelings. Like I feel the energy of this road and stuff in this area. It's like, oh shit, this fucking shit is like real.
No, so peep game though. So I start walking, and the shit looks like ruins. So I'm like, huh? Walk a little, see a fucking sign. Apparently, it's called Egmont State Park.
Oh my gosh.
So we went back to the same island the next day, and me and one of the dudes, I was like, yo, we gotta explore this. Son, come to find out, it was an old military base that burnt down in the 1900s. Okay? And all through it, they have signs that show like certain areas, like this was the mess hall, this was their tennis court, things like that. This is where they slept at.
That's dope.
And like, if I'll tag you in some of the pictures because I
Yeah.
posted some of them. Found an old
Please
helipad. So we found out more about the
Mike
story.
would be interested in
Oh
this.
yeah. For
Yo,
sure.
so super dope about it. Like we ran into park rangers. Like niggas live on that spot
Yeah, they gotta
we also
patrol
saw
it.
we also saw
Damn,
tire tracks. I'm
sweet.
like, tire tracks. Like, yo, this is an island. How
Yeah.
the hell you
Right.
getting? So come to find out, the story was
Some crazy shit.
that it was an old military base that they had military and civilians living there. That they themselves, whoever our government, whatever, burnt the military base down because they were getting too many immigrants from Cuba, from Puerto Rico,
Coming through there.
coming through. They had a at-home fire station. It took the firefighters 2 days to respond to the fire. So they burnt it down.
Yeah.
It's called
Like oops, not oops.
yes.
I thought at first it was like Pompeii or some shit. Now it's like
That's
a inside
that's
job.
some shit that we would do too. That sounds par for the course right there.
I didn't fucking see you
Some Rosewood shit.
2 days.
Yo,
later.
real talk, like on some Rosewood shit, because they were trying to get rid of all the immigrants that were coming in.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
the civilians that they had there were family of the military personnel.
Fuck. Man.
And if
Wow.
you look on the map where it's at, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican
Did you
Republic.
feel a special energy when you were walking through there?
Yo, real talk, I felt the energy, not a scared energy, because we went into like some buildings that were like burnt down, just halfway up, walking through these trails. Was never once scared, but I felt like a presence. You know what I'm saying? But the moral of the story was, while we're exploring, a storm starts coming.
Isn't that funny how like I know that like I would feel that, so like he felt that and he did feel something like that.
Absolutely.
Isn't that interesting?
It was a presence, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it wasn't
for
like
sure,
I was scared,
for sure.
because mind you, I've never been there in my life.
Right.
And we're
Right.
walking through it, and I'm walking through with no
Right.
fear, like,
That's
Right.
when you
It's
found out
super
what.
cool.
You're
It's just
curious.
fucking super
You're
cool.
curious.
It's
You
too
know what
cold
I'm
to be
saying? Yeah.
scared.
That's the first time
Yeah.
you get the vibes.
Real
I
talk.
was like,
Wow.
Too interesting to be scared.
Wow, man.
way too interesting. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then I started doing my research on it. Super dope. But
Yeah.
the whole point of that story was, while we're sitting there, we start seeing a storm coming in. So I told my mans, I'm like, yo, we got to head back to the boat. We got back to the boat. It took us maybe 10 minutes to get to the boat. From walking where we were at to the boat in 10 minutes, everything went completely black.
Oh man, fuck that.
So we
yeah,
get-
because you're on a fucking island, so
We're on
that
an
that shit
island.
blows in like quick.
So we get on the boat. My man's boat can hold 12. There's only 10 of us. You know, so I'm sorry, there's 8 of us. And we get on the boat. Soon as we start going, mind you, from the island to where our dock is at, maybe
I was gonna say minutes.
2 miles, if that. My nigga, as soon as we got on the boat, went completely black. His depth finder stops working. His GPS stops working.
Fuck no.
So me and the other dude are sitting on the front of the boat. The other 6 people are in the back because we're trying to balance out the weight.
Right.
I got no shirt on. The rain is coming down. It felt like I was getting hit with paintballs.
Yeah, dude.
Like just hitting me.
And with shit like this, the fucking current must be going crazy.
Yo, so we got no depth finder, no GPS. Niggas is pulling out their phones using Google Maps just to see where we can go. And the crazy thing is, my man who owns the boat, man, shout him out, Mr. Chris Carmona, that's my dude. The nigga was cool as a fan.
Stayed calm.
Stayed calm. Was like,
Poised.
yo, just pull out your phones. The whole time I'm in the front of the boat, all
They
I'm
live. People like that live for those moments,
Yeah.
dude. They've been ready like the
doing
whole
the shit.
time.
Yo.
He clapped his
prepared.
fingers like-
Shout out to him though for
Yo,
being ready for the moment.
Hey, he got some ass that night.
For real.
Yo, so the whole time I'm in front of the boat, like 5-10 minutes into it, it's completely black. You can't literally see your hand in front of your face. And the only thing that pops into my head, just sit right back and you hear a tale of a fateful trip. I'm like, yo, we about to be Gilligan's Island. Niggas is about to end up on the fucking Discovery Channel. And out of nowhere, we were able to use our phones, found, you know what I'm saying, just something like, hey, that looks like it's a shore. Let's go that way. After about 20 minutes of going through that, then everything cleared up. So, you know, we all cheering, yeah! And
I would be too. It's like one of those crazy landings when your flight goes fucking bad and everybody cheers
Yes.
at the end.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but it's like 10 times harder, I bet, for out there.
because in the water,
That's real fucking lonely.
There's no left, no right.
You're fucked. I mean,
fucked.
dude, there's not really nothing going on. Like, dude, if you're fucked, you're fucked.
You're
There's-
going like his men. You're
You're
going
at the
in
mercy
survival
of the
mode.
water.
Like you're starting to think ahead, like 2 and 3 steps at least. Like, okay, this motherfucker goes down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab this. I'm going this
and
way.
nothing's lonelier
You know,
than the bottom of the fucking
Yeah.
ocean, dude.
Yo, and what's super classic though, right? So once we got out of it, storm cleared up. We're like, yeah. My man Chris looks at us and goes, y'all was scared shitless. He was like, he was like, yo, he was like the last 10. He was like the last 10 minutes of that shit. He was like, I was like, just like you said, survival mode. He was like, okay, I got 10 life jackets, they're all right here.
planning. Yeah.
And then what's crazy about it is, as soon as everything cleared up, everything started working on the boat. The GPS, and mind you, my man spent like 6,000-7,000 on this GPS display for his boat, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit could probably find Jimmy.
And this
Hoffa
was after you left that place.
after we left that place.
So don't you think that it could be possible that this was your message to say, hey, there was some real shit that went on back there?
I thought about that like a week later. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, once
Like, I don't want to fuck with you while you're there, but I want to show you the presence is here. And then when you go out there, yeah, you're going to make it. But I'm going to let you feel the wrath
Of what we
a little
went through.
percentile of the wrath of
Yeah.
what really went down or where you just visited.
Yo,
you know,
100%. Because especially that whole area, Anna Marie Island, is set up like, I want to say like old Americana. So they had a bar called the Doctor's Office. And if you know anything about Prohibition, that's how motherfuckers used to get their alcohol. They would go to the doctor's office.
Okay, so that was the setup spot.
Their menu was medicine. So it'd be like penicillin.
Gotcha.
It would tell you what the drink is.
Gotcha.
So I'm a Henny drinker and I'm a vodka drinker. They didn't have no Hennessy there because it's all set up like Prohibition. So I was like, yo, let me just get a vodka cranberry.
Yes.
When I tell you they added cranberry just for coloring,
Damn.
it was a $14 drink.
Yeah.
Okay. I could finish that bottle of Hennessy on the table. I'll be wavy, but I'll be good.
Yeah.
I drank this and I was like, oh shit.
You're nervous.
Yo,
They Cosby'd me, yo.
I'm looking at my girl like, yo, you getting pregnant tonight. You know what I'm saying? But like, yo, it was a dope little spot. But it had a Daytona Beach feel.
Yeah.
With a little bit of an Orlando twist.
Gotcha.
Because they only had like one or two nightclubs, but it was real beachy. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
And where we were staying at, everything, no exaggeration. Walking was like 7 minutes. Driving was like 2 minutes. Anna Marie Island, y'all definitely go check it out. You can find
What's out of that?
No,
Because
no,
I go out
it's,
there and I love jet skiing. I love going all by the Ebor and all that. I've always been in love with Tampa since I
Yo,
came.
it's. I'll show you on the map where it's
How
at.
far
because
is it from here?
From here, it's about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Oh, that's perfect.
It's always
That's
worth it.
perfect.
But it's
When we going? Is that where we're going on mancation?
We should go on mancation there.
Yeah,
Yo,
these
I'm
fucks
telling
are
you,
trying to go.
We're doing
right? So
the
I'm trying to tell
podcast.
them.
We're trying to figure out where to go.
That would be the place to stay too.
I
We
told
get that
them
whole.
That sounds doable.
Anna
But
Marie
like
Island.
where we have more concentrated fun.
I didn't know
we don't
about
spend
that
8
spot.
hours getting there.
I didn't know about that spot,
Yes.
but I said Tampa's the vibe because also I wanted to go to a Tampa game to go see Brady, son.
You guys want? Yo, let's offer an invitation for.
Bro, I ain't
Heck on
scared,
the
bro.
mancation.
I ain't scared.
I'm 100% down, but if you look here.
If he's showing us the place, dude, I mean, I'm not getting there by myself. Look at that
All right,
shit.
so you got Tampa right there, and if you notice,
What's that, like 40 minutes?
it's right outside.
That's like 40
So
minute
you
drive,
gotta
maybe?
travel that whole
Is it
fucking
or is there a
island.
ferry? Or
That
what?
is
2 hours? No, it's literally
You gotta drive
highway.
it. Okay.
You could drive straight through it. So when you're sitting there driving on 75, you actually cut off and it's right through Sarasota, and you hit State Road 789, and then by Bradenton, it's right there by Bradenton Beach.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, super dope.
That's where my mom lives.
yo,
Definitely worth it,
been
man.
there.
yo, that
Well, to
I want to go out there. I want to go out there. I mean, you want to consider that as the spot, bro?
Dude,
Yeah,
especially
that's close
to go
to-
see that history. I mean,
Yeah.
damn.
Yo, dude, if we what if
Hey.
we get on another boat ride like that?
Yo, Egmont, I
Oh,
believe it's called
shit.
Egmont National Park. You
What
know what I'm saying?
what time of year was that? Summer.
I got the
winter?
chills just thinking about that shit.
I have to look at the pictures when I took them. I want to say I went to New York in July. It was in August.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was in New York in July for my niece's birthday, and that I'm sorry, for my niece's baby shower before she was born. And then when we got back,
We getting
in
close to that
August,
storm weather, boy. Might get caught up in that.
It was super dope though. Like gorgeous out there. Like definitely worth
Yeah,
it.
everything but the hail and the storm. We had a
Facts.
good time. Yeah.
Facts.
Fuck,
When I
man.
was out in Tampa, I forgot where the fuck I was. There was like mad bars, and I went jet skiing and shit. It had a power outage because it was a storm. So the band was still playing, and they were rocking, and then out of nowhere it was just like a. I was like, oh shit! I was like, do I still get to drink? They're like, yeah, we got you. I was like, all right, cool.
No, I still get the drink. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Lion Podcast. It's a motherfucking day. Yeah, I would like to fucking sit here and shoot the fucking shit all day. I had a Starbucks story that happened this morning. It was pretty fucking wild, but it ain't worth fucking getting into. I'll tell it another time. I have to start here because coincidentally, last episode we were talking about law enforcement being the perfect job for KKK members, and this headline reads: "Fired Wilmington cop. We are just going to go out and start slaughtering them effing N-words. I can't wait. God, I can't wait." These are the words of now former Wilmington Police Department officer Kevin Penner. Don't worry, they'll hire him back somewhere else, I'm sure. He, along with 2 officers, have been fired from the department after dash cam footage recorded 2 phone conversations accidentally, and a supervisor conducting a routine audit of the videos found the disturbing content. This is what I was talking about the hate shit, man. Wait till I tell you the rest of this shit. It's pretty fucking animated, but the bottom line is like when you got people out there that are it's allowed to preach this shit, it's accepted behavior at that point. You're allowed to go and preach hate to other people. So it is, to somebody that doesn't talk about it, that is accepted behavior. Because nobody is opposed to it. So this is the shit that I'm talking about, where it's just like, yo, when's enough, man? Now we have actual officers talking, getting caught. I mean, it's basically what I fucking said. It's real. It's you hope you're wrong about some shit like that, but it's fucking real. And you got proof right here. Now,
I thought it was a matter of time. I knew it was going to happen.
See, you gotta remember, right? And this is, there's a lot of good cops out there. You know what I'm saying? But
facts.
It's just like any profession. You know what I mean? You got good doctors, you got bad doctors. You got good insurance agents, you got bad insurance agents.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But the problem with the
that caused the butt.
Dude,
Insurance agents
and the butt.
always gets
and yanking motherfuckers out of cars.
Listen, I don't got a problem with this person.
But
listen, and it's a Beyonce butt. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big butt.
This butt is thick.
The problem with it is just like you said. You know what I'm saying? You got so many of them, and a lot of people who become cops are people who were picked on in high school. Let's. A
lot of people do believe that.
Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Because
I think there's a lot of honesty to that.
Because I know 2 people that were super chumps in high school,
right?
That became cops,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if the shoe fits, wear it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now you
get the authority now.
You're in a position of power.
Yeah.
There's that blue wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then on top of it, because it's just like anything else, you know what I'm saying? When, just like we peoples here, something go down, I'm not snitching because you my peoples.
Right. Blue code.
It's the blue code. It's the same thing with them. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced tons of racial profiling throughout my life when it comes to cops.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
too.
saying? And I know a lot of people have. You know what I mean? And the problem with that is the only reason they're getting caught now is because it's being recorded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. 100%.
This has been going on for years.
And, obviously.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing that blows my mind, how people don't realize it. It's like, hey, do the math, man. Yo. Just the common sense aspect of it tells you that this has been going on for a long time, just from what I've witnessed. And I understand not everybody walks the same path, and there's people from rural areas, and they don't fucking know shit because they don't see shit. But for the most part, we're pretty populated as a nation now, so we should be a lot of us should be fully aware of what's fucking going on in the world, man, because there's enough of it. We're seeing it right now.
And you're getting more information.
Yeah.
Right.
And
you know what I'm saying?
What baffles me, that in order to become a barber, you got to go through 1,500 hours of cosmetology.
I heard
school.
that. Is that real? Is that real?
That is 100% real.
Get the fuck out of here,
My girl's
bro.
a cosmetologist. Okay, this is what she does for a living.
Wow.
1,500 hours.
Did you hear that, Mike?
Does she have to go back to stay updated?
So why is that?
Every 2 years you got to renew your license. You don't have to go through all of that again. Like me, I sell insurance. So every 2 years I got to take a 5-hour course just to keep my licenses going. In order to become a cop,
That's a lot of hours, dude.
in order to become a cop is 840 hours. So you mean
for the people listening, Corey and I just looked at each other with unbelief.
So you mean to tell me a dude
you
that
believe
has
that?
a razor to my neck on a weekly basis?
A dude that still get caught saying N-word this, we want to slaughter it. Wait till I tell you this real quick. Hold on. I got a little bit more to say. Now, Penner tells Moore later in the conversation that he feels a civil war is coming and he is ready. Penner advised he is going to buy a new assault rifle in the next couple of weeks. A short time later, the officer Penner began to discuss society being close to martial law and soon, and we are just going to go out and start slaughtering them fucking N-words. I can't wait. God, I can't wait. Moore responded with, hey, man, I'd rather not do that. Penner stated, I am ready, according to the summary. Officer Penner explained to Moore that he felt society needed a civil war to wipe him off the fucking map. That'll put him back 4 or 5 generations. Now, that is what is up. Holy fuck, man.
And you know what's crazy about that? I've always said every single race has their Nazis. There's Spanish Nazis, there's white Nazis, there's black Nazis. But hold on, let me tell you what I mean by that.
Okay.
That when I say Nazis, because what was a Nazi? They only cared about their race.
Right.
So every single race has them, because I know some Spanish people, especially old school Spanish people,
Right,
that voted for Trump.
Not even voted for
Nah,
Trump.
nah. I'm just saying, I do know,
Yeah.
for sure.
That will call, you know what I'm saying, a black person a monkey or something like that.
Right.
We'll call a white person a cracker, whatever it is.
Right.
No awareness.
Every single race has, I just call them, every single race has their Nazis.
Right.
The problem with the police force is it doesn't matter what color they are. They just fall into that Nazism.
Right.
It's you're on our side or you're against us.
Right.
But when you have too many white people being the ones coming out like homie right there saying, yo, I'm ready for the Civil War, da-da-da-da-da. That's not somebody who should be a cop.
Right.
Just like Shorty that just got caught on YouTube complaining about her McMuffin taking too long.
But according to your theory, that's what I was going to say. According to your theory, though, which is true, because I know it to be true, too, that behavior is allowed to exist.
What percentage of cops do you think are like that? Like
Hold on. It's not only allowed to exist, but it's supported by the blue code.
You know what?
Blind
I
obedience.
wouldn't say supported. I will say it's ignored.
It's protected.
No, I was gonna say it's influenced.
All the above.
You know what? All of the above. You know, I'll go with that.
Sadly-
All of the above.
sadly,
Yeah, whatever. We're getting deep,
but it's one. It runs in the same lines of like, all right, if I see you punching your chick in the face, I don't know you. I don't know Shorty. That's not my problem.
Oh,
Same thing with the blue code. It's like, hey, I know you, but you know what? That's not my problem because it's not affecting
Right, but
me.
that's not
And that's not
That's
right.
not helping us.
You need to stand up.
Right.
It doesn't matter because the funny thing is, if you're in a corporate job, excluding police, you're in a corporate job and you said something like that, you're getting fired right away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the problem. They're getting slaps on the wrist. Yo,
Right.
let me pull you into the office. Listen, don't say that.
Yeah.
That wasn't right.
Right.
Because I bet you, mind you, I sell insurance for a living. I bet you if you started making cops take out their own personal liability insurance, so that way if they're ever sued,
Right.
They have to pay for it.
They would have to pay for it. Or you enact something where because the problem with, you know what, a cop whoops your ass and you sue, yo, you know what? Great, let's get that money.
Yeah,
but
but
at the
he
end of
ain't
the day,
losing.
I'm paying
They're
for that
losing
shit.
their pension.
That's
It's different.
That's coming out of our tax dollars.
yeah, he ain't losing.
If you start taxing them motherfuckers,
They at least have to think twice.
they're gonna think twice. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that if they were about to lose their pension or in threat of losing their pension, yeah, they're gonna act different. But look, accountability is just the beginning of this. This runs deep. What this is telling me,
The pension goes to the victim's family.
when I see this, we gotta. When I see this, I'm thinking that police reform is the farthest thing now that we've just graduated way past fucking police reform.
Yeah.
If this shit is going on, we need an all-out fucking investigation into this and say, hey man, because now I don't fucking trust a goddamn thing. And if I was black, fuck man, I already didn't trust shit. But now you're just going, dude, this is it. This is exactly what we thought was happening.
Well, what percentage of the police force do you think is in line with?
Who
this guy?
knows,
You know what
man?
I mean?
Who
Really.
knows? But I'm saying this though.
Honestly,
based
I'd
off-
go at least 5%,
That's scary.
and that's scary. I would say about 5%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but where's that number based on? Really? I mean, you can't even.
No. He's
I'm-
not. He's hypothetical. If he had to put it down,
If I had to put a number, I
Yeah,
would say
5%.
5% because
Yeah.
also remember, you have a lot of, in any job, you have a lot of followers. You know what I'm saying? So the one with the loudest voice is.
You definitely didn't listen to the last episode.
No, I didn't.
No, what I was saying basically is this is a perfect job for the KKK to hide in. It's a perfect job. I hate black people, so I get to go slaughter them and get paid for it.
Yep.
And I get the authority. So I see it past the high school kid now, man. I understand that those kids exist and stuff, but what better job than I get to kill black people? And from what I've been seeing from over the years is a lot of disrespect, man. And then when I tie it to words that I heard from this gentleman or asshole, fucking devil, whatever, it's just connect. And then it's like, man, and then I go, wow, what if I was black? You know, what's my feelings on this? Am I sold right now, or was I already sold? And now I'm like just so pissed because it's just an exclamation mark on everything I've been ever telling you. And I'm just looking at you guys going, when the fuck? How the fuck? And do you know, when's all trust gone? You know, when's all trust gone? You know, what kind of system do you want reform for, sir? You know, I just, you know, I'm on record saying this shit. I think it's closer to half, dude, because I really do think it's a place for KKK people to hang out and shit like that. If I was to guess, I'd say half-ish, whatever. Give me 40 to 60.
Wow.
Give me 40 to 60.
And the funny thing is, I wouldn't argue that number with you. Even though I said
I
5%,
yeah.
It's possible.
it's just one of those things that I wouldn't argue that number with you.
Only because of what we've seen and how it's protected. And then it's like, man, if there's no standard, then what's for me to believe that 5% doesn't go to 6, 10, 15, 20, 35 to fucking 75, 100?
And the funny thing is, you know, people who talk about this are people.
I support law enforcement. Let me make that absolutely clear. I fucking support you, man, but I am only as good as you.
Yes.
So if you're not helping the people, man, then I can't support that. So I understand there's good people, but go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, you know, it's like when I posted that video on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? If you've never experienced anything like this, you're not gonna understand. It's like,
absolutely.
It's like a rich person trying to understand what a poor person goes through.
Like their struggle.
Like their struggle. You've never experienced. And the analogy I used on the video was, if you've never been punched in the face, how can you talk to somebody who's been punched in the face and tell them how they're supposed to feel?
Right.
You don't know because you've never experienced it.
Yeah, you don't know the hurt. You don't know the feeling. You don't know the after effect. You don't know how to react. So you're basically giving them a dummy explanation of what to do, and it just opened.
And it was brilliant.
An empty door.
And it was brilliant. And but it hurts worse when people tell you they know how you feel.
Yeah.
Or that you shouldn't even be feeling that way.
Yeah.
You're not even entitled to feel that way.
Yeah. Like, you know, about 6 years ago, a good friend of mine, his wife passed away young age of breast cancer. Okay.
My bad.
Rest,
sorry.
Rest in peace, Jen, man. Shout out to Gary, man.
Absolutely.
But she passed away. And when she passed away, I didn't go to him and say, I understand how you feel.
How the fuck could you?
I just straight up told him, I was like, my condolences. Let me know if you need anything.
I'm here for support.
I'm here for support because
Right.
a lot of people tend to think that us telling you, I understand what you're going through. No, just because your dog died, you're not going to compare it to my kid dying.
Or well,
Right.
on top of that, it's
Right.
like you're not married to that person. You know what I'm saying? The
some
connection,
people don't
there's
know any
always
better.
depth. There's always depth to things.
Some people don't know any better.
No, they don't. It's
doesn't
a
register.
natural human reaction to say that. Hey, I understand. I feel for you.
Yeah, but,
no,
but
you
don't. But don't though. You know.
You don't. It's coming from a good place. Don't get me wrong.
Sometimes.
But you shouldn't. We're just.
You're putting shells
Just-
into my pancake mix.
just adding
Like you
more-
trying to crack the egg for me to help, but low key you got shells in there.
Exactly.
Hey.
Exactly.
Some people just don't know how to help sometimes. That's the truth too. That is a fucking tough truth to deal with.
But back to this dude who probably got raped by plungers by his stepdaddy. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so, man.
so.
I really
This
do.
fucking guy.
This is something I can't fucking believe right here, man. This is out of fucking line. But I'm gonna go into something real fucking interesting right now, and this is what I'm fucking right. I'm telling you, I'm fucking right about
Bring
this.
it.
Epstein. All right.
Just like you text me, I'm just gonna go ahead and say he didn't kill himself.
This Epstein shit, it's so much bigger than we imagine. I swear to God, it really is. It only makes sense. So Alan Dershowitz, right, is in the midst, is in the midst of a campaign to try to clear his name for after Jeffrey Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre accused him of once receiving sexual favors from her at one of Epstein's properties. Virginia Giuffre is the victim that was forced to perform sexual favors for Prince Andrew of the United Kingdom. She's the one in the picture with Prince Andrew and Ghislaine Maxwell. You guys know that picture? Mm-hmm. Yep, the one where I believe she's 17 at the time or whatever, but he's got her hand around her like midsection area.
Yeah, like she wifey and shit.
Yeah. Even though the prince claimed that he met Giuffre before an interview or never met Giuffre before the interview with BBC, and he said the photo was doctored. Remember that? Mm-hmm. So he's saying, nah, fuck that. So now, Giuffre's accusations against Dershowitz has come about after a release of the Filthy Rich Netflix docuseries. Dershowitz, in the course of the litigation trying to clear his name, has access to some of the Giuffre's accusations because he's that fucking lawyer that did that sexy deal. He's Epstein's lawyer, basically. Mm-hmm. He's like the main fucking dude. If Alan Dershowitz is one of the most popular lawyers in America. Anyway, but he had access to some of the most powerful fucking people. He had their fucking Giuffre's accusations to all those powerful people. He had access to the motherfuckers, which he decided to reveal. So the names were of the known to be accused by Giuffre. One was not. Dershowitz new court filings show that Giuffre alleges that along with Dershowitz and Prince Andrew, she was forced to have sex with former Israel Prime Minister Ehud Barak. Yo, alongside prominent individuals like former New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson, former Democratic Senate Majority Leader George Mitchell, billionaire Thomas Pritzker of Hyatt Hotels, hedge fund manager Glenn Dubin, an unnamed foreign prince, an unnamed foreign president, and the owner of a French hotel chain, and lastly, the owner of Victoria's Secret, Leslie Wexler. So, dude, to be clear, I gotta say this. To be clear, this is an allegation. It is not proven. Nearly all men involved have issued denial on either a specific accusation or having any knowledge of Epstein's predilections. But listen,
to put a bow on it, allegedly.
But this is one girl. Mm-hmm. This is one girl. And look at all that power. All those people that he shipped her out to. And this is one fucking girl. And he has a family tree of these chicks. Dude, my theory is right, Hector. I don't know if you listened way fucking back then, but I started on this Epstein thing, and my theory was that how high does this beanstalk go, dude? Basically.
Nah, this is Jack and the Beanstalk with him. He was murdered. Come on, B.
Talk to me.
Just off rip. He is in one of the most highest profile federal prisons. Okay. Now, mind you,
preach.
We got a satellite in orbit that can see a quarter on the ground, but yet the camera stopped automatically working that day, and I threw up the air quotes.
Since they did that movie with Will Smith, was it Eagle in the Eye or something?
No, iRobot. Wait.
No, where they see from the sky.
You're talking about like Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. Was that Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Enemy of the State.
Oh,
no, that was Will Smith.
Yeah, but they were looking from then.
Yeah.
So think about the technology today.
Bing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the government knows if we just farted right now. You know what I'm saying? They got the technology. You know what I mean?
They smelling our farts.
Bless me.
Yes. The cameras. So all of a sudden, the cameras are not working. Okay. The day that he hung himself.
Cameras. And there was one, and he was in suicide watch, so he was in a single hallway with one cellmate. He had a cellmate.
Yes.
That was missing. It doesn't know nothing.
And the crazy thing is, I have a cousin who committed suicide. Okay. He was 5'10", about 260, 270. Solid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have to be. That sounds solid.
His name was William. We used to call him Daddy. Rest in peace. He dealt with bipolar disorder. He was a carpenter, okay? He could build anything. And he hung himself from a structure he built in his garage, okay? Almost 300 pounds. He used to real wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Like the college shit, not the WWE shit. He hung himself, and none of his vertebrae were broken. like how Epstein's
how-
vertebrae were broken.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The way Epstein's vertebrae were broken only come from the way.
The goddamn bunk bed was as tall as me. I
Really?
mean, yeah.
Like, come on,
Like,
baby.
you gotta at least be hanging, right? I mean, fuck, dude.
Yeah, you could lean forward all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And,
It's like trying to drown yourself.
and the crazy thing is, if you really,
is it really gonna work?
really look at it, when you look at suicide cases by hanging, it's usually from a distance where they can't do nothing about it.
Right.
You're a 5 foot tall bed with a rope and you're leaning forward. Do you know a newborn baby, fresh out the womb, if you put a blanket over their face and let them be, they're going to get the blanket off. A brand newborn baby, I'm talking about a couple of days
Instincts.
old. It's instincts. It's built into our DNA.
Yeah.
They are going to fight and get that blanket off their face. So we are born with that. Y'all can look that up.
No,
We
I
are
believe
born
that.
with
I believe that 100%.
So as somebody who is trying to kill themselves, okay, you're gonna on something where you
That
know you
alone.
can get out, you're gonna throw the blanket around your neck. You're gonna lean forward. After a couple of minutes of struggling, your natural
You're gonna kick or get
Fuck
up
this
and
shit.
do something,
Yeah.
right?
your brain your
Your legs
the
are gonna
fluids-
stiffen and you're gonna push yourself up.
the fluids in your brain, like the way we are, it's fight or flight. This is actually has been proven since cavemen.
I really agree with that.
The only thing that bothers me is that the way they're trying to cover it up, I would have rather them just go radio silent. Like straight up not give a fuck and just be like, we don't know what happened. But to throw the noise is just more annoying.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
it's just like 1942, 44, Roswell. They first came out and said, oh, it was an alien. Oh, no, it was a weather balloon.
Yeah.
The government can't stay silent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn,
It's,
they're like government's like the fucking
Well,
Jerry
They
Jones.
give you an answer to make
Facts.
you feel good about it.
they have to. They have to say something.
I know.
Our government just
they're like Instagram hoes.
facts. Our government just likes to hear their own voice when they talk.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So they have to put something out. And because of what just happened, like literally, he's only in prison for what, a couple of months?
Yeah.
If that.
Not even. He just went in.
He just went in.
Yeah.
And now he commits suicide.
Yeah.
Listen, with as much money and as
And-
much
and
power
his neck
as he
was
had,
bleeding with the thing, so it was different. Like,
it's
yeah.
Listen, I don't. You know what? There are tons of false accusations out there.
They
but
said the
this
marks.
is-
That this is what it was. The marks matched the CPAP machine that was there, or the wires choking him, rather than the scarf or whatever they said he hung him with. It was like a rope or something like that. They said the marks were consistent with being choked with the wire, rather than that was on the floor right next to it. But they had this thing, and there was no blood on the thing, and then he had blood on his neck.
See, that's the thing. He was because, of course, you know, he's not built for prison. He's a freaking millionaire. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The closest he comes to prison is if he locks himself in the bathroom.
See,
you know what I mean?
and how do you? And you can only get, like you said, it was a maximum security prison where it was like, fucking you, you have to have ultimate power. Now think about this, guys. Help me now. You gotta have ultimate power to get into a prison like that, to make something like that happen, to make the videos disappear, to make the cellmate disappear, to make the hall, the guy that's guarding the hall in the suicide watch disappear. And so this is what I'm saying. The richest, most powerful people in the world, we're talking about. Child trafficking ring.
Yeah, facts.
Peddling
Scary.
girls as young as 11 years old. And now we know that it was as far as the prime minister, because I had a hunch. This is why I started my shit. When I heard Prince Andrew, I was like, yo, this is international. Prince Andrew, that's not small potatoes. So now I'm like, my antennas are all over this shit. So I told Mike, I said, Mike, this is fucking, they got this wrong, dude. It's everybody. It's bigger than anybody could even imagine. And now that we know this, it's even fucking bigger. It's still getting bigger, like, you know, and that was my theory. I said it's colossal. It's got to be something that I'm like, holy fuck, and they're covering up. And I told Mike before the show, I was like, wouldn't that be crazy if they started coronavirus just because we were catching up to their fucking child trafficking rink at the very, very fucking at the very top? Holy shit! just to fucking slow us off and start the news going, because the media has not touched this.
If you look at literally the past 20 years of presidents, okay? Doesn't matter who you voted for. If you look at the last 20 years of presidents, every single president has had one big scandal pop up, but something proactive to kind of push away the other thing.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. It always happens,
It
especially
always-
around election year.
Especially around
election year, always.
But
always.
there's always something that pops up, and then another bigger issue comes up that is more positive than anything. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's
always around election year.
It's always
and
around election
and
year.
it's always on time.
Yep.
And it always happens. And it seems like it's almost like that's why I give conspiracy theories an ear. Because I'm always like going, listen, man, if you don't broaden your fucking mind and say, hey, man, accept any possible reality. Because if you shut one down, that's just like fucking being racist. Mm-hmm. You're shutting something down that could possibly make you happy one day. like you need this to get along in life. So like I lend an ear to everything, man. Like if anything's talking and especially if it's got to do with humanity and our well-being and every fucking thing we've ever known, and especially after all the conspiracies that we've seen come to fruition with the fucking Gulf of Tonkin and the fucking all these things. Knowing all that, man, it's just you know, you have to be
level.
conscious of what possibly could be.
It's just like a rumor. There's some sort of truth, and it starts from somewhere, and it just gets blown up to where sometimes it seems ridiculous. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But you have to look into it. You know what I'm saying? You have to listen to, because you know what? It's usually the person that talks about it that be like, oh, nah, that motherfucker crazy.
Right.
Like, nah, is he really crazy or is the world crazy? Let's actually listen to what he got to say.
Right.
It's just like a rumor. It starts from something that is truthful.
Right.
But then just gets blown
but
up.
Think about what I said real quick, because I want to stay on this for a second. The media milks everything, right? Right.
Yes.
Why aren't they milking this?
Because it's not gonna. Epstein
right now. This news is huge.
But
they just released Alan Dershowitz, dude, and now they're implicating fucking the Prime Minister of Israel, or the former Prime Minister of Israel. Dude, this is fucking huge. And now Victoria's Secret owner. Now check this out, bro. He in the 1980s gave his whole fucking money to it was the I'm sorry. But basically, he gave him his whole. I'm looking for the note right now. He basically turned over in the 1980s, and everybody was wondering why he fucking did this shit. So
and funny thing is, he's trying to take the company back private right now.
Well, he doesn't even know this dude. You know what I mean? And he's giving him everything. He's turning everything over to him.
He got muscled.
So everybody was wondering why, and he never gave a reason why he did it. So he gives him all these billions of dollars, and back then he was a high up billionaire. He was one of the most powerful people in America at that time. So he turns up all this money to Epstein in the 1980s, and why? Why did he do it? Well, if he's the main man in Victoria's Secret, and he's the fucking, you could imagine how that gig is, and this guy's the pedophile. Dude,
gotta sell.
He's selling them all.
Come on now, do the fucking math, man. It's
He's
all
selling
right
more
before
than
your
underwear.
fucking eyes. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna get killed over this shit, but it's what it is. It's what you're seeing it, and all now. Bigger picture, $150 billion business in the nation, or in the fucking in the globe. 150 billion annually. These kids are coming up missing, and that's not news that they're getting found. They're not even getting found dead. They're not getting found. Mm-hmm. They're getting fucked.
Yeah,
that's what's happening. And these motherfucking creepos are fucking doing it, and they're justifying it all the way to 11 years old.
Yeah, there was actually a petition. I want to say within the past couple of years, maybe like 5 years ago or less, that
allegedly.
No.
No, I'm saying me.
Oh, okay. No, because this is official. You can look this up.
No, I'm saying allegedly so.
That dudes.
I have to.
That dudes.
Where were you, O? O's usually the one that
You're
does
right,
that.
but we threw something in there. My bad. My inner lawyer kicked out. My fault.
We need a button for
That
that.
was a
Just
shot. That was a
record
shot.
those saying
Shot
allegedly.
clock. Shot clock violation.
O usually always gets me on my
Yeah,
allegedly.
I
so
know.
allegedly,
My
allegedly.
bad. I wasn't looking at the shot clock.
My bad.
Now, but that a group of pedophiles, whatever you want to call them, are trying to get listed under the LGBTQT, and there's so many letters with them now, but they're
right.
trying to get listed and saying that it's no different than somebody who's a lesbian or who's gay or who's transgender.
Nah.
That they're saying that there's no difference.
I see one.
For them to love a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, you know what I'm saying?
see.
And the crazy,
Nah, say nah.
you know, and that's
I
actually,
see one little difference.
I see a couple of differences.
That's a,
Fuck's
now we're back into the
sake.
satanic cult shit, dude. That's
Right,
what it is.
that's the satanic cult shit.
And that's kind of been my problem with,
I fucking hate this shit, dude.
I'm not against.
Where the fuck are we going with this goddamn planet, man? What are we doing? What are they doing to us?
Yeah,
we're just in formation, man. I swear, it feels like that. And all these things that are happening around me and all the confusion, it's just like, fuck, man. What is the deep state? What are all these things that are happening, man?
And
Because a lot of it has merit. You got real people that are crying, putting out videos and shit and telling you that there's fucked up things going on and we're just straight up killing people. How is that not supposed to eat at your heart? How is that not? How are you supposed to watch that shit and just be like, okay, cool, and I'm gonna go eat dinner now? Man, I wonder if that shit's real and what's going on and what's really going on behind what's going on, because this is fucked. And then I think back to that fucking episode where I was like, yo, there's nothing real. It's the fucking Not So Heaven episode where I'm just like, yo, they said since the 1950s that there's a program, it's the misinformation program, and it's meant to fucking throw us off, and we're not supposed to know anything, and it won't be complete until 100% of the public doesn't know what's going on. And here we are, we don't know what's going on, everybody's fighting about what's going on, and nobody's really trying to fucking do anything about it together wise. We'd rather just fight each other, and it's really fucking crazy.
We need Neo to pop up because the Matrix is fucked right now.
For real,
Or
dude.
somebody finished the game of Jumanji.
And it's
This shit
a world.
is
It's
crazy.
it's a world at world level, world order, right? I mean, the whole globe is in participation of this, and it's just harder, I think, for it to be achieved in America because we are, you know, for a lack of a better word, we are a democracy. You know, where if you're living in a dictatorship, the government has more control. They're able to get it,
Yeah, but
you know, in line.
Right.
And now this media is the new means of control.
exactly.
Yep.
And
think
Facebook
we're
is a
still
big
free.
part of the media too.
I think we're still free, but we're sheep to the media.
Facebook is the new media.
Listen, we are not a free society. We are not.
No, we're fooled into thinking that.
It's the illusion.
Yeah.
Because go ahead and go fish.
Now you're talking.
Go ahead and go fish without a license.
Yeah.
You can get locked up. Go ahead and try to grow your own vegetables and try to live off the grid.
Yeah.
You can get locked up.
Yeah.
We are not in a free society. We are given the illusion that we're in a free society because you know what? Yeah, after this podcast is done, I could get up, go to the bar, go to the restaurant, everything cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm keep it moving.
We got a good bar here.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But beyond that, it's just that illusion. Oh, just because I feel like I can do what I want to do, I'm free? Nah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're no different than any type of dictatorship because right now, if it doesn't matter who's president, so I don't want nobody to think that I'm picking on our president. But if our president decided to enact martial law, he can enact martial law.
Right.
And nobody can say anything.
Right.
If he decides that he wants to go ahead and bomb a country just because his takeout was 20 minutes late, he can do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we are not in a free society. You know what I'm saying? What our forefathers built this country on, even though they got their own history with, you know what I'm saying, with slavery and things like that, but what they try to build this country on, that's been lost over the years.
Yeah.
Over the last 100 years, that's been completely lost. We've been a
would
free
you agree
nation
or
for
not? Would you agree that it's a lot of that has become because we cannot educate ourselves over the proper things that are taking place? A lot of that is because we've spent a lot of our times on doing things that weren't really necessary, like hating each other and doing shit that's just wasting time. And you know, I mean, I see a lot of people wasting their day now. You know, an example, just on social media, they'll argue. I'll check back in on some shit, and they'll still be arguing like the next day.
Nah, I think,
you know, and I'm just like, wow, you know, look, I get it, man, because I get hot too. But the thing about it is, like, at what point does the debating turn to educating and coming together and saying, hey, well, let's both get together instead of fighting on here. If we really both care, let's get together and let's both find out what's going on here. Because that's at the point, I know that sounds crazy and cheesy, but that's at the point that we're at. You have to find out what people are really about, because they might surprise you and they might really be looking for the truth, because we're so lied to today that you look around and you're like, wow, there is a lot of deception. So, you know, don't just lock people out, man, because some people are trying to find the truth genuinely.
I see that when
no matter how fucked up their views seem.
I see when the people are arguing and it's all inner, I think it's all like side dishes. I feel, to me, and I never had this conversation with anybody, right. I just think the problem right now, I feel, is power, because nobody wants to relinquish it. Like, whoever gets it, you never give it up. Nobody's ever giving up power. Right. No one says, oh, I have too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody's idea is always the best, and everybody's idea is the way.
Is that an ego thing?
Of course, it's the ego. That's what comes with power. And to me, when it comes to like people arguing, I feel like that comes, and it's just the aftermath of whatever happens.
Does the ego come from the money?
No, just the power. So whatever, I think power
is
it, and then I think power.
Regular...
Now I think power is the pot, and now what you fill it with is what comes. You could get the money from the power. You get an ego from it. You get what you deserve because you've lived through it. And
do you think there's too much money in politics?
Of course,
way too much.
Man. Of
way
course.
too
And
much.
it's scary because, so what I was saying was the fact that nobody wants to relinquish it. That's where I feel is the problem, because no one wants to really help, because it's like, oh, I got this, so my way is going to work. I don't need to listen to them.
Exactly.
I don't need to listen to the left, because they don't know what they're talking about. And nobody realistically wants to get to the bottom of it, because if you do, then you got to point fingers. You start breaking code. You know what I'm saying? So it's dangerous, man. It's shitty. It's a shitty time.
They'll kill you. They'll fucking kill you if you try to take their money.
We live in a selfish society. We are selfish.
For real.
It's natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's your house is.
We were just talking about this the other day. How selfish our society is.
You know what I'm saying? Because like really
has become. I don't know how they were before. You know, hundreds of years ago when they were chopping off heads with swords.
But you know what? If you really do the math and do the history, yeah, they were chopping off heads with swords. Yeah, they were this, they was that. But where do you think that saying came from? It takes a village.
Yeah.
Because everybody was working together.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Now we're in a society, and this is first world problems. You know what I'm saying? This is first world problems. We're in a society where everybody looks out for themselves, or everybody wants some type of recognition.
Right.
Because how many times can you go on Facebook and you can see a post, yeah, I just saw this homeless person and I gave him $20.
Yep.
Cool. You're not doing it because you have a good heart. You're doing it because you want the likes.
That's so true. Before we take a break, I was just talking about this the other day. I was saying that, you know, we're not even divided just by color. We're just divided, period.
Facts.
Nobody's even fucking about each other for shit. It's like everybody should have each other's fucking back, man. That's the problem with America right now. We need to all have each other's back. Like, that's just not white, black, whatever. That's every fucking body, because we are, man. We're all just segregated.
Right before we go on break, the last time this country, the United States of America, where it didn't matter if you was white, black, brown, yellow, green, alien, it did not matter. Everybody was like, yo, we Americans, we love each other. The last time we actually had that was 9/11.
9/11. I was just going to say that. That's the only time we had it. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Line Podcast. Real quick, I wanted to talk about Trump being
Tootsie
possibility on this Tootsie Epstein deal. It's not a possibility. Look, I'm telling you, man. Allegedly, this shit is all taking place. These motherfuckers and
That's the word. Bro. That's the new word. That's like woke. Allegedly, it just fits.
allegedly.
You just go in, and that's like a safe place.
Yeah. All allegedly.
It's like saying with all due respect before you insult your boss, right?
Yeah.
Or throwing a butt.
But isn't it crazy that like now that it's expanding across all the nations, like now it just makes my theory that much more possible. How I said that there's just the upper echelon of people that are even Democrat, Republican. They don't give a fuck, dude. They go to work, they do their job, and then behind the closed doors, dude, they're making people fight. That's all they're doing. And they're going out there and they're giving their speeches. And, you know, that's a possible world. And then they're going to high-fiving, and then the creepos are fucking little kids. And, they're justifying it because of their power and who they are and their position in the world.
And they're all partying behind the scenes
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They argue on C-SPAN, but yet you see these motherfuckers eating a gyro together.
For real.
You know what I mean? Like,
You hear all these Amber Alerts, and nobody's finding none of these kids. Where are these fucking Amber Alert kids? Why aren't they being found? I mean, shit, you don't see that on the news. I see all this fucking shooting here, shooting there. Somebody got caught breaking into this. Somebody over
gotta
here.
take the guns.
Yeah, somebody was over there talking shit. They had dementia. Somebody was over here at the beach pooping in the water. But you never see no found kids, man. No found kids.
Well, you said we're desensitized, and then it's a selfish, generation, so nobody cares because it's not their kid.
Right. That's so, and that goes to what Hector was saying earlier about, hey, if we were together on shit, we would care, and we would stand up for what's right, and we would catch these things together, because we're working together, and we care, and there's empathy, and not just empathy, there's known empathy. Like everybody knows we're on that wavelength. That's a level that's hard to get to. You can't just snap your fingers and get the chemistry overnight. That's some shit you got to work for.
but the funny shit about it is, right? Anytime I go to New York, my sister calls me the mayor, okay? Because it doesn't matter what bar we go to, what club we go to. I'm making friends.
Saying hi to everybody.
Saying hi to
Right?
everybody.
Yeah, that's your personality for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what? I just met you. Yo, let's go take a shot. You know what I'm saying? That's
For
just
sure.
That's just me. If I can do that, there are tons of other people out there that probably have the same personality that can do the same thing,
Yeah.
but they're afraid to.
Right, the
Because
comfort bubble.
The comfort bubble. They don't know how people are going to react to them. You know what I'm saying? I take it as, you know what? It's friend or foe. I'm going to approach you as a friend. If I see, you know what I'm saying, we not vibing.
The proper response, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'll fall back. You know what I'm saying? You talk fancy, then we got to handle it a different way.
You know how to handle it anyway, so that's good. People don't know that. So.
And that's the problem. Because, everybody thinks that, just because somebody comes at you with aggression, you got to meet it with aggression. In certain situations, yes, you got to meet aggression with aggression. You know what I'm saying? But in other situations, you got to fall back. Like, yo, is it really worth it? Is it really worth me punching this dude in his face and then I get locked up? Now I get put on probation. It's,
The older you get, the more it's not worth it.
the more it's not worth it.
When I had testosterone pumping, I could do a little night in jail.
Yeah.
Beat first appearance.
Yeah.
Get out
Yeah.
real quick.
Let me go get a cut.
Fuck it.
Keep it moving, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eat that bologna sandwich, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
ain't shit.
And keep it going,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
sleep
saying?
next to Mo, next to the pisser in the holding cell. I didn't even get to my cell. I'm already out.
Yeah, facts. But like I said,
There's unity in that cell too.
Oh yeah.
honestly, there is.
I know. Yeah, there is.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
But that's the thing. We've become a selfish society.
You guys-
Where everybody has to worry about themselves, and it's like, you know what? If your house is on fire, instead of me ignoring it, you know what? Let me grab my hose. Let me grab a bucket.
Oh.
Let me help you.
Speaking of a house fire, it's crazy because you got everybody like just angry about like the movement that's going on and the protesting. And then you got like all lives matter coming from everywhere. And speaking of fires, I heard the analogy that like if there's a house on fire, you can't say all houses matter. It's like, bro, there's a house on fire. We need to fucking save that one.
Exactly.
And when I thought about that, I was like,
Instead, they're gonna post signs say "My house matters."
yo, and that's the shitty part. That's where people are mentally. It's like, no,
Selfish.
all houses matter. It's like, no, there's a problem.
I'm
Selfish.
laughing, but that's how
No,
it
that's
is.
real.
They're
That's why when he said
literally
that,
they're literally
when he said
doing
that shit brought it to my head, dude. I
And
was
then
just
they're
like,
they're like going, yeah,
yeah.
that's my stance.
You
know?
have
That's my
people.
stance.
I don't know if y'all seen it's been floating around on Facebook. I think his name is Michael Chi. He's a black comedian, super funny.
I think my mom was telling me about this dude the other day, and
Yo,
I didn't know who it was.
Look him up. He's super.
She was trying to. She
Was
was
he on
trying to
Saturday
tell
Night
me.
Live? I think?
Michael
Yeah,
Yells?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
bet
he
she's
is,
screaming at the radio right now, going, "Yes, yes, that's him, that's him, that's him."
No, he's super funny, and he brought
what she
up.
said.
He brought up. You know what I'm saying? He was like, in this little comedy sketch that I seen. He was talking about. He was like, what's sad is that African Americans have to fight for basic civil rights. And then, he was like, Black Lives Matter. We all need to be treated equal. And you have people on the other side going, nah, I don't agree with that. Like,
Yeah, that's a simple. Yeah, fuck
and,
yeah, man.
and then he mentioned, which I thought was a great idea, and me with my graphic tees. You know what I'm saying? I'm the king of graphic tees. So he mentioned it, and
He is.
and I'm
Shoes,
and
too.
shoes.
Shoes.
That's why I wore a pair of Jordans today.
Yeah, I seen that.
And I'm doing it September. I am getting a shirt made that says "All buildings matter."
Okay,
Because what happened in September?
right,
September 11th.
Right.
Twin Towers.
right.
And I want to see how people react to that.
Right.
And I'm going to get that shirt just for reactions. I'm going to
Right.
get a shirt that says "All buildings matter."
Right.
And I want to see people react because I know I'm going to get a lot of negative responses. But
Right.
my response is, if you're mad about a building, how the fuck are you
You're
not mad about a black
this.
man being killed?
Right.
And then
This
you're
is
going to
shit.
sit here and say, "All lives matter."
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah. This is never forget. This is forget. Like, how does that fucking work out when it's supposed to be
African
at home?
Americans have gotten their civil rights 64 years ago, and we're telling them to forget about it.
Yeah.
9/11 happened 19 years ago, and we're saying never forget.
And we murdered fucking MLK.
And we murdered MLK. You know what I'm saying? And if any group of people have a reason to complain and you don't ever hear them complaining, well, it's not on mainstream
It's
media.
fucking black people.
Not even black people. It's Native Americans.
Oh yeah, they don't.
They
complain
got their
either.
land
Well,
stolen.
they're not here to
Give
complain.
them their rights back.
They got their land
God
stolen.
bless them. They're all gone.
And then we took black people from Africa to fix the land that we stole.
Yeah, that's
Really
facts.
think about
that's
that.
facts. Trust me, I have, dude. That's why I am who I am. That's why I believe, like, we all walk different paths, man. We are, I wanted to say real quick, though. Where the fuck we could find out more about Epstein on this thing if we find Ghislaine Maxwell. She's out there, bro. She's hopping, she's globetrotting right there. Right now.
She's
She's on the run.
She's on the
She's on
amazing.
the run.
She's on
On
the
the lam.
amazing race. You know the amazing
Well,
race.
she knows everything. She was a recruit. She was his recruit. She was his woman and shit. And she's a recruit, dude. Why isn't she
She's the
like
madam.
most wanted in America? Why isn't she the most wanted?
She is, but not for the right reasons.
If people
It's
don't,
the right reasons. If these people are the
No,
reasons,
no.
why everybody's
I
getting
mean,
kidnapped.
if they find her, it's not the right reasons. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
now listen. Now it makes sense that it would be 150 billion for the whole world annually for child trafficking. All right? Annually. Now we just figured out that there's some of the most powerful people, the most powerful person arguably in the Middle East. All right?
yep.
And now we already got Trump and Clintons and all these fucking the Holy Grail is what they call his log, dude. Mm-hmm. As far as the actors to all these people, dude, we found it. Allegedly.
What's his name? Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
For years was talking about pedophilia in Hollywood, and everybody brushed him off because they was like, he's just a washed up child actor,
I remember
drug
that.
addict. Why we gonna listen to him? And then what happens? Weinstein.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like the people who we think are crazy.
Weinstein, dude.
You have to listen to these people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not. It's just like you got If
But that goes back to what you said. We got to be together to listen.
and that's the problem.
You have to be together to
You
listen,
have
or
to.
else I'm not listening to you.
You
have to want to listen.
The society we live in is if your thoughts don't agree with mine, then I'm not going to support anything that you do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Me, I'm an atheist.
But that's some bitch mentality.
It is. I'm an atheist, right?
I'm trying to be right. I'm not trying to get it right.
The best.
You should be open to changing your mind.
You should.
Always.
You have to.
Always.
So the best thing I've ever heard, me being an atheist, the best thing I've ever heard, and I live by this. Religion is like a penis. It's cool that you have one. I'm glad that you're proud of it, but stop trying to shove it down my throat. Okay?
Come knocking on your door Saturday morning.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
My thing with that is, the reason I brought that up is because
I've never heard that before.
Because when I tell, and mind you, I went to Catholic school, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know
Right.
about religion.
Right.
When I tell
Interesting.
Christians and things like that, they be like, oh, so you believe in God? I'm like, no, I'm an atheist. I get bombarded with shit.
Right.
But yet, if somebody tells me, yeah, I believe in God, I'm like, all right, cool. Let's have a shot.
Right. Right. No problem.
No problem.
I support whatever you like as long as you're not liking some weird shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Some
just
shit that I can't understand, I'll keep you around.
exactly.
I'll accept a lot of shit too. My window's pretty wide, man.
Facts.
I've got a lot of weird friends, dude. I love weird, actually, man. I celebrate weird. We're all weird in our
all
own ways.
weird in our
That's
own
the
way.
misconception about people, man. We're all fucking weird, dude, in our own way. And you're weird if you think you're not weird. That's what's weird.
Yeah.
That's what's super weird.
That's like a triple entendre.
Yeah, that's like double decker
Being
weird.
with
Yeah,
a weird.
that's facts
you
plus
weird.
tax.
You might be weird allegedly. man.
Allegedly.
But that's my thing is like, why do we have so much arguments about what other people want to do? Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing
Because
with
motherfuckers
like
got
they-
too much time on their
Like,
hands.
my
like they
thing-
lose sleep over it or something.
like niggas arguing about gays getting married. Listen, if you putt from the rough, that's on
We're
you.
still fucking arguing about that?
Niggas is still
I think
arguing
so.
about
Really? I thought we were past that shit.
that. My dude.
Maybe we're like
Listen.
at the final stretch. Like it's like the last.
Almost.
You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
I
It's
haven't
like
heard a
you're
gay
passing the
marriage argument in a
baton.
while.
But no, there was in the past like 3 years, there was a gay couple that went to a bakery to have a cake made.
Oh, no.
The bakery
Don't
refused.
They denied him.
Oh, I
They
thought you said there was
denied
going to be a
them.
hate crime.
No, no.
Worse
No.
than that, though. I thought they were going to get beat up or something.
The bakery.
With muffins.
A baker's dozen of muffins.
Yo,
They got denied.
The bakery denied them, and the
Sue.
municipal courts in that whatever
Ruled that
state
they
it
were
was
okay?
that it was okay
Oh,
because it's their
Jesus
Because it's their
Christ,
business.
dude.
But here's the funny thing, though. If you know what, let's say for argument's sake, and for the record, I'm not gay. Let's say for argument's sake, I started a gay bakery, and I'm only servicing gay people. I guarantee some straight people would sue,
Yeah.
and they'd probably win.
100%.
Like, how is that? How's
How's
that
that
even?
America, right?
I don't know. I just if I'm in that type of business and I'm making cakes and I can see a straight person, we got beef. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I put my filling in that cake,
Yo,
and then just like
facts.
serve it to him, pissing everybody off.
Money's
dog.
money, man.
I piss it, but that's the thing. You would think that's the logical thing. Like, oh, you're getting married. I don't support that. Are you gonna pay for this cake? Yeah. Okay, here you go. But that's not logical. That's too that mic is too easy.
Yeah.
That's too easy for people to see. It's more of like, let me tell you how I feel. You need Karens in the world all the
Yes.
time.
See, my thing is, you know what I'm saying, and not knocking nobody's religion, what they believe in, right? So definitely in, it's Christians, whatever, they not saying, I don't want to say they hate gay people, but they're like, no, that's against God. You
Yeah.
know, God made Adam and Eve, not
Yep.
Adam and Steve.
Yep.
So this is what I bring up to a lot of Christians, and this always ends up in an argument. Incest.
Oh, shit. We're on
Right?
a
So
religious
incest, is that not against the Bible?
I would
Incest.
think that. I would think it would be.
It's against my religion.
It's against your religion, but for the most part, it's against a lot of religions. Incest. You're not allowed to have. It's a law. You can't have sex with your own kin.
Yeah, I would hope it would be.
But no. Here's.
I mean, that's not.
This is
yeah.
where I get into the argument, people. So if we take the Bible for word, the first two people on earth was Adam and Eve. Correct?
Yeah.
They had kids.
The whole Bible is flawed.
But no. But here's the thing.
They fucked each other. We're all family.
Exactly. So
What's up, cousin?
Adam and Eve invented incest. Well, let me rephrase that. God invented incest because he didn't create random people for them to go ahead and procreate. No, he created Adam and Eve. They had kids. Their kids had sex with each other, and that's what started the human population.
Holy shit.
Talk to any Christian about that, you're going to get into a fight with them. And I'm cool with it because listen, I'm with all the smoke.
No,
Shit,
no,
because
I'm with it, and to me, it don't bother me no how because now my mind's like, damn, I'm related to everybody.
Yeah, like I'm looking at y'all niggas like, yo, y'all niggas owe me 39 years of Christmas
Yeah,
gifts. You know what I'm
dogs.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
birthdays, y'all
I'm about to give you. I'm about to give you fancy fruits.
Oh, man.
1-800-Flowers with my bad.
Yo, send me an edible arrangements. We'll be good.
That's what it is. Edible arrangements. Because man, it's wild because growing up where I was in the city, like I had my church on Sunday, I did the communion and all that stuff, and then moving down here was even bigger than that. So I got like an upgrade from Florida because everybody was into it. And you ever saw, I think it's The Office when they got the guns pointed. That's how I felt like it was a religion. It's like, what do you believe? Whoa, what do you believe in? Whoa. And everybody's pointing at each other like, yo, we all going on Sundays. It don't matter. Don't worry about it, bro. Everybody's going to get delivered the same message. Just be nice to each other.
Yo, what's funny that you mentioned the Office. I actually just posted that meme.
Yeah.
So it shows him in the middle, me being pro-gun, pro-LGBT, anti-tax, pro-capitalism.
Yep.
Pointing the guns, conservative friends, pointing the guns, liberal friends. You
Yo.
know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
You against everybody.
And that's the thing.
Oh,
That's what we're in right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, listen, you believe in this, you believe in this, you believe in that. Cool. What you eat don't make me shit.
No, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm going to listen to what you say. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And then, you know what? Afterward, we could go have a beer or a shot
All right,
together.
we got to talk what everybody wants to talk about. Fucking, how do you see the NBA playing out, Hector?
All right.
LeBron James.
Because because remember we got Avery Bradley and Dwight Howard now possibly not playing. Avery Bradley definitely not playing in the Lakers. Dwight Howard, I think that's a big loss. What do you think?
So, Dwight Howard, he's way past his prime. You know what I'm saying? So, him not
No, I'm
playing-
talking about Avery Bradley's a huge
Avery
loss.
Bradley, yeah. So,
I think it's a bigger loss than what they're making it out to be.
yeah, come on. They're trying to calm it down. Just like Jordan retiring. Nah, he got suspended, but they just said he retired. So, either way, even if the whole NBA plays, coming back, I'm still going to put an asterisk on the season. Just because they didn't play the full 82 games. It's the same thing because this is where I argue
What do you
with
mean by asterisk?
that
They
whoever
didn't
like a
earn-
Barry, Barry
didn't
Bonds
earn
type
it.
asterisk?
no, well, Barry Bonds was a cheater. He just never got caught.
But he has an asterisk.
True, because of that stigma.
It's like that
behind
season
it.
they had the strike,
So,
you know.
so when
Yeah,
I,
It's
the-
an asterisk.
so when I ask you asterisk,
So
I mean,
blemished.
what kind of asterisk, man?
a
Because
blemish.
that's not cool to call them cheaters if they're gonna.
No.
Because they're-
Not cheaters.
Right.
That
It's
so
like-
like for example, let's
tainted.
say it's tainted. So let's say if the Lakers win it, if LeBron wins it, or the Bucks win it, or the Sixers win it, there's an asterisk behind it because they didn't play a full season. Just like when Tim Duncan won his first championship in '99, it was a lockout shortened season.
Yes.
He won his first championship, and so did David Robinson, because Tim Duncan won David Robinson his championship.
Right.
And everybody was like, that really doesn't count because they only played 60 games. What did they do? Come back 2 years later, 82 season, play it, win it, and they was like, okay, whenever it comes to championships, you never want any type of cloud over it. That's my argument for Brady. All the Patriots championships, with the exception of maybe one of them, all of them have some type of cloud over them.
They did.
The Tuck rule.
They did. But it was still amazing what they did.
No, it was still amazing.
20 years of
No,
staying on top.
You can't knock that.
Impossible.
You know what I'm saying? You can't
Football,
knock that.
not for long league.
But also in their division, though, come on. You had
Right.
the Patriots, you had Lake Mary High
Right,
School,
but-
Deland High School, and Pine Ridge.
But let me go back to are you done saying what you were saying on the NBA thing?
Well, no, on the NBA side. So that's my thing. I don't care who wins it.
Right.
If they're gonna play 10 games and then go into the playoffs, the reason I say that is because number one, even though now it's gonna be neutral ground, but seeding makes a difference, especially if they go to this 1-16 format.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Because
it's different though.
do you honestly think the Brooklyn Nets want to play the Los Angeles Lakers,
yeah.
where if they made the playoffs in the East, they might
They'd
play
be
Philly.
they're right. They'd have a chance at actually doing something.
So to me, with that 16 game format, it seems like they're setting it up.
So your asterisk goes to that, just to the fact that it's just not a normal deal. It's simple. It's not taking anything away from the person,
and especially how
I can respect that.
the Clippers, because we were at least 18 games left in the season. The Clippers were only 5 games out of first. Whoever was number 2 behind the Bucks, they were literally only like 7 games.
Right.
You know? And from playing basketball, you can go on losing streaks.
Right.
That can
The
change.
only thing I disagree with is that the reason why there can be an asterisk, and I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. What do you think? Because everybody's playing with the same set of rules. That maybe that's why
That's
you
what I
could
was just gonna say. Hold on.
because your organization,
It's like
nobody's practicing playing.
I'll
His organization's might be playing. Your team's going to be whatever they are, regardless. Now, the only thing we're both avoiding as owners, as businessmen, is injuries.
Yes.
Right.
Now, the only thing you're going to see is the only thing you're really going to see as a result is how in shape and how much your guys care about their body.
Right. And you can simplify it to this. You could just say, hey, man, it's like all of us right now playing with a basketball. And this basketball got a titty in it. Mm-hmm. And no matter what happens, we all got to play with the same ball. We're all playing with the same set of rules.
True, 100%. And I agree with you on that.
So why an asterisk?
But when it comes to playoffs and seeding, so think of it like this. Last year,
it is different. I'll give you that.
Who won the NBA championship last year?
The number 1 seed in the East.
You're right. In that
It
regard,
wasn't the
it is
number 1
different.
seed. It was the Toronto Raptors. They weren't the number 1 seed.
I thought they were number 1.
No, they
In
weren't
the
when they
East?
finished this season. Milwaukee
the
was.
Bucks. The Bucks were the number 1
Milwaukee
seed.
was killing the game last season.
So imagine this: them being a 2 seed, right, in the East. Look at last year's rankings, and then do the 1 to 16 format for both leagues. They would have probably played the number 1 seed in the first round, which a very good chance it would have been a Western Conference team, and they probably wouldn't have beaten them.
Are they doing that now? Now it's mixed, right?
That's what they're talking about, is doing a 1 to 16, is taking the top 16 teams in the league,
And now it's
East
just
or
mixed
West.
up.
No,
They have to because
No, I'm saying
coronavirus.
now it's mixed up. Now it's just
Yes.
Right. They have to.
That's where
they
I
have
go to
to
my
keep it at
Brooklyn
one
Nets
location.
thing. Brooklyn Nets would be, honestly, I think
they're
would
playing
be,
the Lakers.
They would be the 16th seed playing.
The Lakers.
No, sorry, they would be the 15th, because I still think Milwaukee has the number 1 seed. We could look it up, but
They're one of the worst. They'll be one of the best.
They'd
Basically,
be playing one of the best.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And like, not for nothing, not saying that the Brooklyn Nets have any chance of winning the championship, but seriously,
but now it's harder.
now it's way harder.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You're not playing Orlando
But
Magic.
you
or some shit.
just said it though. They have no chance anyway.
No chance of winning the championship, but they could.
Don't you find it interesting? But what if you were a player right now? Heck, come
do you
on.
Remember,
I know
do you remember
you're-
Denver Nuggets and Seattle SuperSonics? The 8 seed beating the 1
I
seed.
know how
can change
competitive
a lot.
you are. I know
Yes.
how competitive you are.
I'd
You
wanna play.
You would be like, yo, this
Let's play.
this is it, yo. Everybody stay
But
up.
now- but
You
now
get
you're
the team
awake.
together. You say, get
Yeah.
everybody in.
That's the under.
Everybody
It's the
stay
underdog
up.
rally.
I'm
Get
holding everybody
together.
accountable. You know what you're doing. You work out and you work out hard, man. It is
Yes.
hard to work out by yourself. But if you need me, whatever, link up, and I know you would do it. But it's hard to do. But that's why I say,
I
dude,
would
that's
still
an earn
feel,
for the asterisk.
I would still feel
In that regard, I would think it would be harder to win this year.
I would still feel like we didn't play the full season. This is one of the
But
reasons.
you could make an argument that it would be harder to win this year, particularly based off the staying in shape by yourself, not knowing having the team chemistry, just having to come back on the floor and throw it all out there.
And,
I'm
now
a-
you
I'm
can
a
still
mil-
you can still get injured now.
I'm a
You can
millionaire.
still get injured.
I'm a millionaire with personal access to the greatest healthcare system that I ever
I know,
need.
but you're to me you're the one that cares. I'm talking about the guys
They're
coming off
used
the
to
bench.
it though. Heck,
But now,
we're
we're talking self-discipline. That's something completely
I know-
different.
no, no,
Me
that-
and
but-
you
but-
go in there.
but-
We're gonna be the best player we've
Time
ever
out.
seen. We'll be playing like Jordan and shit.
Time out. I'm talking about
But-
self-discipline though. That
be
comes
so
into
hype.
the effect.
But-
Self-discipline comes because now you got to worry about if your point guard cares enough. You got to worry about
True.
and I'm not even talking about the high percentage. Like I'm saying, I'm talking about maybe I don't know, the perfect example would be somebody from the Denver Nuggets. They're in the playoffs, right?
his
Do
team.
they care enough? Do
Yeah,
they-
that's my team, though.
See,
That's his team.
but I'm saying,
Then we talk
Yo,
about
yo,
yo, after school by the monkey bars, baby.
who's the point guard there?
Murray.
Yo, Jokic just got fucking coronavirus.
And he got
Okay.
and now with that, so here's the other thing with that.
That's
man.
a fact.
Fuck.
So now,
Corona asterisk.
Corona's asterisk.
That's
I'll
it.
take the C.
Yeah.
asterisk
you know what I'm
on
saying?
that.
Because
It's hard.
Because
That's
it's
what-
harder to when
that's
you're
what's
ducking
really
germs.
at the root of it.
yo, real
And you
talk.
gotta stay in one hotel like a fucking prisoner.
That's the asterisk. Is Corona. That's
And that's why I put
I'm okay with
an asterisk on the season. Like I wouldn't
You
consider
got my,
them
you got my,
true
you got my vote.
champions.
You got my
know
But
what
I
I'm
vote.
look at the opposite.
And you know what? That's like my argument for Bill Russell. Because whenever we talk championships, everybody says, "Well, Bill Russell has 11 rings, right? He won what 8 as a player and 3
but
as
he,
a coach."
But he played against
I still give
motherfuckers
him mad
with high,
props.
high school athleticism, dog.
I still give him that props though.
But here's the thing:
You do too, don't
No, no.
you?
This is
You
this
gotta
is-
play. Players gotta play.
So just like Jay-Z said, we give Dre his props, but that's where it stops. It's the Rock. This is where it stops for me.
I give him credit for half those rings.
You know what? I'd probably go a little less than half. Here's the thing:
He's got 10, right?
he has 11. So
Oh, he has 11?
He has 11. I want to say 8 as a player
Thought I
and,
knew
and 3 as a
basketball.
coach.
Hector knows shit.
My problem with that is because whenever
Talking about Bill Russell.
Bill
correct.
Russell,
Okay.
because whenever we talk about the LeBron Jordan debate, whatever it is, and they're like, oh well, Bill Russell has 11 rings and he's one of the greats. The reason he was great at what he did. The reason I don't consider him the great
Right up there with the best, right?
is because he played in a league where there was only like 10 teams.
There was. It was 13, I think.
13. So think of it like this. The very first time me and you played each other, okay? Didn't matter who won that first game, but we were learning each other.
Right.
Then second game, scores a little bit closer.
Right.
And third, fourth,
It gets
fifth,
better because we get more comfortable.
because we get more comfortable with each
Right.
other. So
That's basketball.
That's basketball.
Yep.
So
You
when
got 5 on the floor.
when you're playing the same team 4, 5, 6, 7 times, however many games they played a year,
Yeah, you get real
you get
fucking
real comfortable.
That's a good point.
That's why in football it's harder to predict who's going to win. You know what I'm saying? Because the Patriots played the Giants once,
Right.
the 16-0 season. They played them once, the second to last game of the season.
Yeah.
And what happened when they met in the Super Bowl?
Brady tried to air it out. Fucking got beat.
And he got beat.
Got beat.
Baseball, it's harder to predict because
Fucking Eli got him twice, dude.
twice.
I mean, think about that.
Eli's the modern day Superman.
Eli got
Because-
Brady fucking twice, man.
Because what? Brady lost 3? Yo, Brady could possibly
Nobody
9
gets Brady.
and 0.
Nobody gets Brady once. He got him twice.
What about the Dolphins? They
Well,
get 'em.
the Dolphins
Miami
always have
Dolphins.
the Dolphins
Miami
have his
Dolphins.
the Dolphins
Miami
have his
Dolphins
number during the
#1.
season. And my thing with that is like, yo, the season, yeah, that helps with seeding. But listen, if you're not going to prom to get laid, fuck you bought the ticket
fuck
for.
you here for?
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So the Dolphins are their kryptonite during the season.
Dolphins might be on their way soon. Might be, man.
They might be.
They got a lot of picks. They got a lot of money. They got a lot of fucking and their defense ain't that bad. They're gonna
They spend money on the defense.
yeah, they're gonna be
Here's gonna be the
something
difference.
soon.
Here's gonna be the difference with them. If the Patriots
That's my word.
and no, and
2 years. 2 years. Watch out for the Dolphins. They're gonna. Be
I agree
making
with you
noise.
on that. But if the Patriots regress, then that division's open.
Now, what do you think they will?
So here's my argument. If Brady wins a championship this year or the Patriots win a championship this coming football
shit,
year,
well, then-
who do you give props to? Do you give it to Belichick or do you give it to
Well,
Brady?
let's go there.
Give it to Billy.
Let's go there. Who wins the Super Bowl this year?
Well, I'm a Vikings fan, so I'm riding with the Vikings. You know what I'm
The
saying?
Vikings have a very good shot too.
But
you
nah,
guys
we-
are loaded with talent.
But we got, you know what I'm saying? We got, like no balls Kirk Cousin. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem.
I don't know, man. He's showing a different side. He made big steps this year. He made a lot of progress. He won his first. I know it sounds stupid, but his first Monday night game was huge, and then he won the playoff game, and then they started making some noise, dude. That was a big step for him.
Kirk Cousins, and mind you, I'm a Vikings fan. I'm
Come on now.
I'm a ride with whoever's on the Vikings.
Who'd you guys lose to?
We beat the Saints, and then we lost to who?
You beat the Saints, dude. That was
But
huge.
we had their number from the year before.
But who gives
know
a
what I'm saying?
fuck? That was huge.
It definitely was
Anytime you
huge.
beat Drew Brees, they're coming in with the best roster this year.
Yeah, but our defense was serious.
Drew Brees got the best fucking roster.
I'm telling you right now.
Them and
be
Kansas
careful.
City.
Be careful with them because of his comments. First couple of games of the season.
Who?
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees
talking
he's
shit.
gonna get hit.
You think he's gonna get hit?
He's gonna get hit.
He'll
Different.
do
They're
it
gonna
away.
let him.
He
They're
knows
gonna let
it's
him.
coming. He knows it's coming.
Don't worry. There's gonna be a lot of penalties.
Oh, they're gonna let him.
They're gonna let him get hit.
Oh, that's bold. Shit. I love Hector. Bring the fucking heat, baby. You heard it here first. Hex says they gonna let him get fucking rocked, son. Yo, if
you
they
remember
do that, and if Breeze takes it and nods his head like I knew that was coming, good shit, and he eats it.
In comes Jameis Winston and saves him.
No, Boston Crab ain't doing that.
No. But real talk though, what if he eats that shit and gets up like a man and says, "I'll take another one if you got another one, man," because
I
he
don't know. I'll
knows.
probably be hype as fuck.
I'm calling it right now. Remember the longest yard with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Remember the final game? What did they do when they found
Just
out
let
that
him get hit?
They let him get hit, and what he came back and was like, you know what? Y'all ain't gonna do it with me. I'm gonna do it by myself.
That's right.
That's what Breeze is gonna do. He's gonna gain their respect back. Breeze has to earn their
That's
respect.
what I think.
He's gonna.
That's what I would do if I said some dumb shit like that, and then I would just pop up and I'd do it again. I'd be like, yes, I deserve that. Fuck that. You
Yep.
got another one.
Yep.
Let's go then. Come on. Let's run this fucking
Shotgun,
play.
bitch.
And I would fire a first down right into that fucking motherfucker's numbers, whoever it was, Michael Thomas probably.
Yep.
And I would fucking say, march, let's go.
Yep.
And that's what Breeze is gonna do.
Exactly.
He
First game
is
of the
a
season.
fucking animal.
First game of the season, he is going to get hurt.
And
He's
look,
But I'm
gonna get
saying,
hit.
I
And look,
just think
I wanna say
think
this
on
real
that
quick.
note,
I wanna say this real quick.
Yeah.
Breeze, in my opinion,
He's about that life.
if you flip him and put him in Belichick's system, he wins just as much as Brady, if not a little less, maybe a little more. But he wins just as much because he can do at 6 foot tall. He is the reason Russell Wilson comes in here and does what he does because he was the inspiration, being only 6 foot tall, delivering those bombs on a night in, night out basis. And the thing about that's so cool is because it's hard to fucking deliver that ball through that field, bro, with all those big bodies and those windows in the NFL close like
quick.
that, man, like that.
Look at
It's
Doug
gone.
Flutie, man.
Even
He was
when
like
you're doing
5'8".
it slow.
And
Some
he's
shit.
right, and these motherfuckers right, and dude, and just so when the Saints lost, they never lose because of Breeze. It's crazy, and I'm not. Look, dude, I hate him because I'm a Bucks fan, but I respect because I've always watched him, and I was like, man. This he's always dropping dimes, dude. Just dropping dimes. The greatest passes, man. Whatever play they run, he always either has to put touch on it, zip on it.
It's always
whatever.
in the
It's
spot
always
where
in
it
the
needs to
spot,
be.
man.
So now back to your Patriots question. This is where
Stidham.
This now just for the record, I'm not a Tom Brady hater.
You think they're gonna stay with Stidham?
Well, I don't know. I doubt that. I think he's going to be the pancake. And this is what I mean by the pancake.
10 or less wins.
No, they're still going to get
Less.
10 wins. They're still going to get 10.
I think
Right
less.
at 10?
But I'm about to go into another point, but this is why I think he's the pancake. So everybody here has made pancakes before?
Yeah.
Right?
Fuck yeah.
You notice the first pancake ain't the best pancake.
Never comes out the best.
It's the second and third one.
It's the second and third.
He's going to be the pancake where it's going to be good enough to do the job because that first pancake, even though it didn't come out right, it still filled you up.
Yo,
It did its job.
my man Mikey's a huge Breeze fan.
So,
Yeah.
well, no, I'm not even talking about Breeze. I'm just talking
No.
about.
I know.
Saints.
So now here's my thing with Boston.
Saints fan.
I want everybody to know I am not anti-Brady. I'm not anti-Brady. I'm not
Nobody is.
anti-Belichick.
Nobody is.
I'm anti-Boston because I'm from New York.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see that.
So,
But you think they're going to be a pancake, the Patriots?
they're going to be a pancake because here's the thing.
I think so too.
This is
but 10 wins ain't a pancake.
I'm
though.
not taking nothing away from Brady. Brady is a great quarterback, but I think Belichick's system is better at producing.
They're going to be running the ball more. They're playing more.
The reason why I
They're
say
gonna go
that-
back to how Brady was when Brady was actually.
I'm gonna say
starting.
one name: Matt Castle.
Yeah,
Brady got his knee blown out.
Yeah,
Matt Castle
Castle.
comes in
Yeah.
and looks like Drew Brees.
That's true.
and gets this big contract. And
What
what
they win
happened?
11 wins that year?
But not just him. Garoppolo got a contract.
2008. That was the year after they lost that fucking Super
Jacoby
Bowl.
Brissett got a contract.
Undefeated
That
Super
looks like
Bowl.
makes them all look pretty.
He makes.
He be putting lipstick
So
on
who
all
you
the
got
pigs.
winning the Super Bowl this year?
I'm going with the Ravens.
What?
Nah,
They're my
I don't-
bust. They're my bust this year.
I think they're gonna be a bust.
I do too, dude. Hey, that's you know how big of a call that is.
Yes.
because we're putting it all out there, bro. They're a favorite, to win a lot of shit. Dude. They got a lot of team. They're gonna make a lot of noise.
Now you got a
Yo,
full
Hector
year.
believes the same thing I do.
You have a full year of
Please
tape
explain.
on Lamar Jackson. All right,
what I said.
Lamar Jackson is this generation's Michael Vick because he.
That's what I said.
Michael Vick because he has the same arm as Michael Vick because Michael Vick could throw 60, 65 yards
That is what
without
I said.
even thinking about it.
It's facts.
The thing about Michael Vick was more of an accurate passer, and he was more composed when he had to throw.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
If we don't see that,
Vic was a bad man.
if we don't see that progression from Lamar, which we saw last year, he did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
But come on, he still set the record for most rushing yards by a
Because
QB.
he's a fucking stud, bro.
Lamar was a stud for sure, but nobody expected to see what they
Did he get
saw.
MVP?
And when they go
Yeah,
with
he
a
did.
coach like Harbaugh,
I think so,
coach
too.
Coach Harbaugh had once it started, a coach like Harbaugh, man, come on, he keeps that going like
No,
nothing,
and
dude.
I still
but
think-
Heck's right. Now they have the whole season to say, okay, we play Baltimore here. Oh, let's look at this guy.
So
And now they're running through the game tapes and they're seeing, oh, this is where the opening, this is what this is, this is what this is. Trust
Yep.
me, man, it's X's and O's all day. Coaching means so much in football, man. It doesn't mean as much in basketball.
no, it doesn't mean as much as in any other
A
sport.
right?
except-
When you have 11 on the field on both sides of the ball, man, and so much going on, it's so complex, man, and all these books to read. Dude, there's so many things that good teams do, man. It's so deep, and that's why it's hard for fucking. It's a beautiful thing when you watch a good product.
No,
An
it definitely
orchestra.
is. The thing with Lamar, we have to see the progression into the next step. Same way we've seen with Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Every year has been the next step. You see
How many
him
wins
getting
did I
better.
say, Mike, that they were gonna have?
Who?
Lamar Jackson. I said the Baltimore Ravens. Because I said everybody went crazy. I think I said like 9 wins or
Wow.
something. Y'all went crazy.
Wow.
I think it was. We're gonna have
No.
to pull that video back up.
I think I'll give the Baltimore because they've actually added more than they've lost. I'll give Baltimore.
and they're in a weak division.
Yes, I'll give them 11, 12 wins easy.
But
You know
I
what
think
I'm saying?
I think Pittsburgh's gonna come back.
You know what?
They're not gonna be gone for long.
Here's the thing with rapist Roethlisberger.
He's got
He's got a lot to prove.
Gentleman, not so gentleman.
He's got a lot to prove, but I feel like he's too far in his career age-wise where his mind, that's like if me and you got on the court right now. In our minds, yo, we crossing over, we doing all this,
Yeah.
but our bodies are not reacting the same.
yeah. Don't.
And I think with him, I think the time has come. You know, if they're gonna rock with him this season, after this, if nothing happens, move on. You have to.
Juju Schuster got game though.
Juju Schuster, he's the wingman. He's not the star.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
the
They
dude-
do need a star. I
I
agree.
was gonna say he's not enough. Yeah.
Yeah,
Antonio Brown, man. I heard he's on the move. I heard Seattle might get him, and I heard somebody else might get him.
Antonio Brown needs to go to a strong-minded coach. Okay,
You think he still got
he's
enough sanity? I would say because we know he's got the talent.
He has
does
the
does
talent.
Does he have the sanity? Does he
That's-
have the wherewithal to just shut the fuck up and do what the fuck he's supposed to do and
Depending
know
on the
that
team.
life doesn't revolve around him?
Think
and
Pete Carroll's the man?
be a fucking idiot.
honestly he would have been if
He's
he
such a
didn't-
fucking idiot, dude. You see those YouTube videos about the motherfucker, dude? He's
He's-
just fucking. He's out there, dude.
Listen, if I feel like if Antonio Brown could suck his own dick, he would.
It might be
You know what I'm
CTE though, too.
Take a
It
rib
might
out.
be.
Take a rib out.
It might be
It
CTE.
could-
When you run that fast, you get hit that fast.
It could be, but like he
Just run faster into
I
a
think he
wall.
would have been fine under Belichick. It's just he got that extra charge, so they had to get rid of him.
Right.
He needs to go under. I want to say the father figure coach, and there's not too many. You got Pete Carroll, you got Bill Belichick, you got Andy Reid.
Harbaugh will be good.
I think I would put him with Harbaugh. Yeah,
Just because of the father figure, because he's always looking out. He's been there for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got like the OG tag attached to him.
Yeah, he couldn't go to like a Rams. He couldn't go to
No big markets, really.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He needs to go to a father figure type coach, and I think he'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Because the father figure coaches are like, yo, you have the talent. Now we need your talent to win. The end result is to win a ring. Nothing else. You want to
That's legit.
You want to get paid? This is how you get paid. You get us a ring. Just because of your mouth, yeah, you got talent. You know what I'm saying? But your mouth is what's overshadowing your talent. It's different when you're a loudmouth and you have rings.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's like being in porno. Little dick niggas ain't talking shit.
That's true.
If you got a 15-inch schlong and you talking,
How
nigga,
many teams would you say that have a chance to win the Super Bowl this year?
6.
I'm gonna call it like
Damn,
this.
that's a sure number, real quick.
Hey, I'm gonna call it like this: NFC South versus AFC West. That's what I'm calling the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So 2 teams have a chance and 2 teams have a chance.
I think it's pretty. I think there might be. I think Omar might be around the number. It's 6-ish. It's definitely right around there because realistically now, let's go through it. Let's go through it.
So, all right, if we're gonna go
Kansas
6,
City, they won.
My personal pick, no particular.
I think
order.
Minnesota has a chance, dude, because
was gonna
I've
say-
always believed in Minnesota. I think they have a chance. There's nothing you could tell me about Minnesota that they don't have a chance. They have the talent. Do you agree, Mike?
Or they
Yes.
can do.
Yeah. They can they could pull it off, but it's not gonna be easy for them. I mean, they've got less of a chance than say the Saints or the Bucks.
Okay,
Saints
so-
are definitely
And-
on there.
So
The
wait.
reason I agree with you on that is just because of our QB situation. Like, I like Kirk Cousins. He's an okay QB. He can be the Saints version of the Baltimore
Fuck
Ravens,
yeah.
Trent Dilfer.
Fuck yeah.
A game manager.
That's
But
all he has to do.
But the thing is,
He just realized it. That's why I'm saying it was a big step what he did this year, man. I'm
but
telling you, he
now
realized that.
It's going to depend on how he comes back, because when you're put in that situation, yeah, you just won your first Monday night
They're going to be
game.
dangerous this year.
Oh, I'm rocking with them. You know,
I know you're rocking with them.
my
That's your team.
But it's just like Kirk Cousins is, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So wait. So no order. We
All right,
all
so
agree.
we got
We all
three
agree.
so far.
We all
So we
agree
got the
Kansas
Bucks,
City.
Kansas City.
So that's 2.
We went Minnesota right after that.
3.
I'm going
And
to
then he
argue the
jumped
Bucks, though. But
And then he went over to the Saints.
Ravens.
And then he went to the Saints real quick.
Saints.
Yeah. And
And then we
Ravens.
went to the Bucks. Okay, now I want
So-
to hear this Bucks argument.
So, all right, we got Kansas City, Ravens,
Yeah.
Saints.
No, I didn't say Ravens yet.
I do.
I'll argue the Ravens.
So the reason I'll argue the Bucks is not even against Tom. Some of it's against Tom Brady. He's still Tom Brady, but last year he looked like a 40-something-year-old quarterback.
He was showing signs of rust for sure.
So
But he's so tan.
him and his glorious
He got the
hair.
vitamins, baby.
So my only thing with that, yes, they signed Gronk, but is Gronk going to be there for a whole season?
I don't think he's meant to be.
I don't think he is either.
They still got O.J. Howard.
I know. Now the rest of your Bucks team.
Cameron Brate.
The rest
They
of
got
your Bucks
three
team.
humongous tight ends, dude.
What's the young boy wide receiver? I had him on my
Chris
fantasy.
Godwin?
football. Yes,
He is a monster.
he is a monster.
He's a monster, dude.
Mike
Yes.
Evans.
He's a monster. Mike
Mike
Evans is a
Evans.
monster.
And-
And he's finally going to get balls on his numbers.
so
Balls on his chin.
on paper.
Balls.
On paper, yes.
Big Brady balls.
Like
Yo,
they got
pause.
they.
But think about the coach now. Now we got Bruce Arians.
Yeah.
He is dude, I'm telling you right now.
How many did
Brady's
he win in
gonna be-
Arizona?
But he didn't have Brady. And he had fucking Larry Fitzgerald and nobody else.
He had Larry Fitzgerald, Antonio Bolden with
Anquan Bolden.
Anquan Bolden, and what was it, QB? He just
Leinart?
retired. No, not Leinart.
Palmer.
Oh, you're
Carson
talking
Palmer.
about Carson Palmer.
They had a good running game and they had a defense.
Yeah,
Remember,
you're right.
They were in the Super Bowl with Pittsburgh, and it was
Still,
Antonio
though,
Holmes.
But Carson Palmer isn't fucking Tom Brady.
He's
on
not-
his best fucking day.
he
in
is
the
not
world.
Tom Brady, but he took him to the Super Bowl, and what lost him the Super Bowl?
No, wait,
Antonio
wait,
Holmes.
wait.
And-
No,
and-
no, no,
and
no.
hold on.
I don't think that was.
And
I
Larry
don't think that was the
Fitzgerald.
same coach. Because Kurt Warner was the quarterback for that.
I don't think it was the same coach either.
No, you're right. Yeah, that was Kurt Warner. I'm sorry.
Kurt
But-
Warner.
So even
He was better. That's a better comparison because I would. He
We
is
shoulda
better than
kept-
Brady on
we-
his best day.
We should have kept it at Carson Palmer.
Kurt Warner could play. Kurt
And
Warner is a
they-
motherfucking baller.
They lost on a tip.
You're right
zone.
about that.
That's why I feel like San Fran.
Touche.
And this is not because San Fran beat us.
I forgot about
That's
that.
why I feel like San Fran is
I
never
did
going to
forget
win.
about that too.
San Fran's never going to win a championship.
What year was that?
Ooh,
Fucking year was that?
07, maybe.
we got to look that up.
07 was Brady and fucking the undefeated 18
Nah,
and
but
1.
you know how football works. It's like the 07, 08 year.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't
It
07.
wasn't
So
07.
06.
No, maybe even a little bit later.
It
than
might have
that.
been, yeah.
I think it'd been a little later than that.
I don't fucking know. But anyway, I see what
this
you're
is
saying.
this is the same reason why I feel like San Fran will never win a ring. Who's their coach?
Oh, you don't think San Fran?
Who was San
Fran?
Fran's coach?
Fucking little doofus.
Shanahan?
Shanahan.
Okay, what happened? Falcons versus Patriots.
Yeah.
He
Shanahan.
crumbled.
So
Yeah.
09, 09, 09.
09.
I was
Dude,
close.
they
I
were
was
talking about that.
He
Yeah.
crumbled.
Yeah.
As an assistant.
It's a hell of a resume.
As an assistant.
Fucking 28-3.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were up 28
it.
to fucking 3.
And then,
fucked it up.
Gave
what
him-
happens?
Jesus Christ.
What happens against the Chiefs?
They fucked up a 10-0 lead.
He is the dude that's gonna get his dick hard, but when it's time to perform, it goes flaccid.
Goes
And that's how I kind
Flaccid
of
Shanahan.
that's and that's kind of how I feel about Bruce.
Yeah.
I think on paper,
Wow.
he can maybe get him there. Like
You
the Bucks,
okay? So you think? All right, let's just give you Warner and Anquan Bolden and motherfucker. Yo, Brady's got a solid line right now, dude. I'm talking about solid. It's rated one of the best in the league right now.
But let me ask you
We
this
got
though.
money to buy more. We were talking about acquiring Percy Harvin.
Well, Percy Harvin wants to come back. You know what I'm saying to play.
Percy's my dog.
I don't
bro.
trust me. He was on the Vikings.
I
man.
know
what I'm
you
saying? I
love
fucks with
Percy. You
and-
love
and
him,
he
but he's a
piehead.
gator too.
And he a piehead, so I fucks with
Yeah,
him.
Percy's the dog.
But look
Love
at
Percy. Shout out Percy.
Look at
Percy Harvin.
Brady's line throughout his whole career. Do you use your bias because you're a Tampa fan? Do you think his line now is better than his line in the past 5 years? And mind you, he has at least one championship in the past 5 years.
We're gonna find out. I don't know, dude.
There's
I honestly don't know.
There's too many what ifs. Like shit, I could go buy a lotto ticket and I may become.
I
a
see what you're
millionaire.
saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but this is what I would say.
They're not proven.
But this is
They're
what I
not.
would say though. Anytime you got Tom fucking Brady, you have a chance to win the Super Bowl. Bottom line.
So,
They haven't seen his system work yet, though.
but we haven't seen him in a different system. That's my problem.
But you've seen him in one system for 20 years now, and he's dominated the league for the most part of it.
Six rings.
And they're saying right now that this man could look at the defense and say, all right, fuck that, run this, blah, audible right in the right play and eat you alive.
So-
he can read the defense like no other.
Let's
That's what they said.
let me flip this question then.
They say this man's a bad man.
Do you think? So what? Brady's 6-3 in Super Bowls, right?
Is that what it is? Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
two
so.
of-
Shit,
Two
he's
of
been
the
a
Giants,
nice
one
as
is
fuck.
one is not
To the
Seattle.
Eagles.
That's
To
true.
the
Eagles and two to Eli. To
Yep.
the Eli, dude.
So
Those darts at
let me-
Eli's picture at night.
let me. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
he hates the whole fucking family.
Yeah. When Giselle gets mad at Brady, she's
She
like,
said
"Well, I'm going to
Eli."
Eli." So let me ask you this: if you put Peyton on those Patriot teams,
It's a massacre.
does Peyton
Peyton's
go? Does
so
Peyton go
gangster.
9-0?
I'm a big Peyton fan. I think Peyton was one of the best quarterbacks ever, too.
Facts. But does Peyton go
Yeah.
9-0?
No.
What do you think Peyton goes?
No.
He goes the same
might
thing,
not
6-3.
He goes 6-ish. He might be 6. He might be 5. He might be 4. He might be 7. I don't know. It's 6-ish because he is capable, and that's what I was saying about Breeze. He's capable,
But-
and you there's just quarterbacks like that where you say, holy shit, they deliver on a night in and night out basis. They don't miss. They don't miss. Even Russell Wilson, man, he's relentless.
Russell should have
If you
to.
beat him, you earned it that night.
Russell should have to.
He is gonna make you earn it every single time, and that's what you got in this guy Mahomes too. And you got a league right now, and I like the Deshaun Watson guy too. Deshaun Watson is a fucking is a guy that's real fierce. He's a fierce competitor.
He's just
man.
on a shitty team.
He's just he's just got a shitty. I don't know if it's a team, man. I think it's the management, man. I think they're mismanaging it.
It's mismanaging the Texans because not for nothing. I honestly thought
Why'd they get rid of DeAndre Hopkins? What the fuck are you doing?
because they're fucking idiots.
Fucking stupid.
I feel-
Stupidest move I've ever seen in football forever.
Yes.
Why would you leave
For nothing.
a guy that does not miss a catch ever coming in
For
his
nothing.
direction that could catch any fucking thing ever? I don't think I've ever saw
They
DeAndre
traded him
Hopkins
for
miss
a pack
fucking-
of bologna and some fucking Sabrett's hot dogs. That's what they fucking traded him for.
It's
Facts.
too much.
And that's too much. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But the Texans always ruin. They ruin QB's careers because look at
So who's winning the Super Bowl this year?
David Carr. David Carr. David Carr was actually a good QB.
He was.
That's what I wanted the Cowboys to get.
I liked him.
He was a good QB.
I liked him.
What he set the record for most sacks in a season. Well, most getting
Wait,
sacked.
Derek
in a
or
season.
Dave?
Whoever, not the one that's playing now.
The older brother.
The older
David.
brother.
Oh, my
David.
bad. I
He's
thought you were
talking
talking
about
about
David.
Yo, he was a stud, bro. He just
Yeah.
got fucked.
Yeah.
He went to the Texans.
Yeah.
That's like a basketball player going to the Knicks now. That's going to
Correct.
ruin your career
Correct.
because they don't care about you.
I don't
Correct.
like. I don't like your hate speech.
Well, real quick, I want to switch the subject
Oakland
real quick
A's.
to basketball. One more question.
Go ahead.
One more question. Any chance we see a crazy outcome, like because I think like the teams like the Mavericks, let's say for instance, you know how much talent that these young boys have with Kristaps Porzingis and with Luka.
They're winning a championship within the next 5 years.
So
Bro, he's
I
saying
like
now.
that take. I like that
In
take.
the next
but-
5
You're
years.
saying now,
but
though,
what I'm
they have a
saying
chance?
is like with their raw talent and with nobody in the building, you know how it is when you're a shooter and you're a performer like that. Now you don't even have crowd noise. Could it be like people like like Steph Curry made 77 threes in a row in practice? Could it be with no crowd noise? Could people like this come to the top? Like go, okay, well, I'm not even fucking got a crowd here now, dude. I'm just gonna light this shit up, and we could be watching a whole different NBA.
So I'm gonna say yes for certain people and no for the rest. And the reason I say that is your top stars, your Steph Curry, your LeBron James, your Giannis. Whether they're in a stadium with no people or 100,000 people, they like to play ball.
Facts.
So they're gonna play.
That's what I think too.
Except Steph Curry. This
But it's
year,
an
bro.
interesting theory though.
It's a
Nah,
great.
that's
It
why
could
I
happen.
feel you. Yeah, yeah.
But now,
It's a deep question.
but
I think
now,
it levels the playing field more.
so
Yeah, now you don't got-
Yes.
There's
I
no
think
pressure.
I think it definitely makes it.
Well,
different.
no, I'm not gonna say no
It
pressure.
makes it more lopsided.
No,
No,
I
I
think it
meant
levels
the
it.
pressure. I meant the pressure of
feel-
playing away.
No. Well, I feel that it levels the playing field because we're literally in the same exact environment. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody here. It's 5-on-5 with our other 5 people on the bench and our coaches. I think that part of
Home
it
and away doesn't matter.
Home and away. And away does not matter.
Right. They stay in a
This-
fucking hotel.
This is where it
They're
matters.
trapped.
Because here's the difference.
I like that.
Fucking roller
I don't know
ball.
why I like that. I like that my millionaires are trapped in a fucking hotel and they can't do shit, but they go play basketball for me. I like this. I don't know why.
But-
that sounds racist as fuck, but it's not.
But-
I
think
love
it-
basketball.
I think it makes them even
Everybody
more
knows
elite.
I love basketball. This is exciting to me. I think if this was me, I'd be thriving to get out there and go, yo, let's go fucking steal this fucking win. Let's go take this motherfucker, no matter who I am.
It's yeah.
But here's to the other side of it. This is where I feel like to an extent it can be more pressure. Because think of it like this, especially when we play basketball. If me and you were playing,
Really?
if me and you were playing one-on-one,
Pickup games get
Listen, me and you are playing one-on-ones. Nobody's around, just me and you one-on-one.
making bomb ass shots.
Rocky Apollo style.
But we're also more in our head because now we're thinking more because there's nothing to distract us.
Right.
It's like, okay, damn, every time I go to the left, Corey just seems to block that shot. So this is what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Now we
Right.
start thinking.
Right.
It's going to be the same thing for those players who haven't been put in that situation where it's like everything's on the line on this play. So your main stars, to me, they're going to rise to the occasion.
Right.
It doesn't matter. 50,000 people, 5,000 people, grandma and grandpa,
Doesn't
they're going to
matter.
rise.
Right.
But then what about the other players where like a player like LeBron depends on his team?
Right.
So could he pass the ball to a Danny Green
and
with
have
no
him
crowd and no
on,
everything,
right?
and have him be like, I'm confident to
Be
take the
there
shot.
and to do it right.
As compared to when you have a crowd, you got noise, and then when you go to the bench, they're cheering you.
Right.
You get that adrenaline.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get that
Right.
energy.
So
Now
that's
you don't-
not there no more.
You don't have that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why I feel like it's 50-50.
It's weird. So it offsets each other.
Your main players that have been there multiple times, because LeBron's been there multiple times, Steph's been there multiple times, Draymond's been there multiple
see.
times. They're going to go with the flow.
Right.
But honestly, put a Giannis in there.
Yeah. Who knows?
Maybe that's where he crumbles. But then again, European basketball is different from our basketball.
Yeah, he's not scared of the moment.
So I don't think he's scared of he's scared of
Yeah.
the moment. But what about Antonio Davis? He's only
You know
had
what
that
I
moment
think?
once.
You know what I
Not
think?
Antonio Davis. Anthony
Anthony
Davis.
Davis.
He's only had that moment once.
Any chance a young team like the Celtics come out and since they
That's
have
what I'm
young,
saying.
young
I
legs
think, but not even the legs. I think the pure,
and the
and I'm using
team
it lightly,
camaraderie
the pure ignorance of not knowing any better.
and
Yeah.
thinking that they're
Like,
better
they don't-
than everybody
it's like,
else
yo,
when they might just
It's
be.
like, yo, nobody's watching, dog. Let's just go out. We got,
Yeah.
like, usually you have nothing to lose. Now you literally have nothing to lose. Because now if you win, it's like, oh, shit, hey, congrats. And if you lose, it's like, Corona, don't worry about it.
I think it purifies the sport more. It's just pure competition.
Well, now
Yeah.
I feel like
Battle.
There's
you
a
know?
sense of me
Yeah.
that says that
I was
too.
thinking that's gladiator-esque.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, it's like
Gladiator.
nobody's there.
Yeah.
That's how
Everybody's
I
eyes on
feel.
you.
They're all. It's not just luxury travel shit.
Get good.
It's hey, report to here and play until you fucking lose.
Like an inner Thunderdome.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's competitive, and I think anything fucking competitive is worth it.
I'm
But-
cool with it, but I want us to go back to normal next year.
Hell yeah! Everybody wants to go back to normal, but I embrace challenges. You know, different kinds of challenges, and when people different things are thrown at you, I look at it like fuck it, yo. This is what we're here for, right? Sometimes it isn't what you thought it was. Like when Peyton Manning used to like his routine, so if something would go off, he would have an off game just because it wasn't the right time before a game. I mean, things like that are all mental. It's like sometimes that's part of the game. That's why when he says asterisk, I'm not like, I understand exactly where he's coming from, and it has a lot of logic, and you can argue that, and no problem. He has a very valid point. But I'm thinking that when you do have something like that, and you have to battle through adversity, through so many different levels, you have to also you have to tip your hat to that and say, hey, there is something to that, to be able to flourish through all the bullshit. Let's say if LeBron does happen to win the title this year, that would be something that you're just like, wow. You know what I mean? That's not
You're
really.
you're gonna get the blowback.
Don't use LeBron though, because I feel like, and out of any other player that wins a championship this year, the only one that's going to get the blowback would be LeBron. Just
It's
because,
championship or bust every time, though.
but also championship or bust, and we could play 5 games. My thing because you know what? Let's say Giannis wins it, they're going to be like Giannis. Steph wins, whoever.
Right.
LeBron is going to be the only one who gets the blowback,
For sure.
which they're going to throw that in and say,
Yeah.
oh,
That's
well,
why
it was
LeBron's gonna fucking win it.
They only played 60 games. And
I don't give a fuck. I'm taking that to the bank.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm
taking that,
saying
and
too.
I'm getting Corona engraved on that bitch on the inside.
You think it would be like
Facts.
you could take the asterisk off though? I mean, if an underdog
I don't care if
team
they
won
have
it
it.
all,
No.
you know
I
what
want,
I mean?
I want the
I like
asterisk
it.
on. I want the asterisk on the ring.
That's a good question too.
No?
Honestly,
If an underdog team comes up and wins,
I'm a fair guy.
what if Denver wins?
I would still put the asterisk on it. I'm a fair guy. This season, no matter how they start.
I disagree wholeheartedly now.
If they were to start this
if Denver wins,
I'm gonna be happy.
fuck your asterisk.
But
that's
So
a
you
fucking
better-
team that's going out there
That's-
beating LeBron, beating
That's
everybody.
always gonna bother me. That's gonna be in the same sentence like, yo, you know what? I had sex with Giselle, Tom Brady's wife.
Yeah.
But I only lasted like 5 seconds. Like, yeah,
Nah, man,
I got
you're too hard
there.
on your team. Hell no. The Orlando Magic have no titles too, man. So, dude, what I would do
Yeah,
is
what-
if this was our first title right
Yeah.
here, I'd say, dude,
Oh,
I don't give a ass just fuck. I am
That's
the
a perfect
happiest
fit for the
motherfucker.
Magic to win this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be the
That's-
happiest motherfucker.
And
Unfortunately,
it's the
we ain't
guy,
gonna be in
and it's
that
the
bitch.
guy from Philly too that you guys got, Markel Fultz, right? Who is it?
He's gonna be nasty.
But
I'm telling you.
I'm saying,
I love Markel.
his comeback story. He wins. Everybody's happy, like, oh, he was broken in Philly, but he won in Orlando. Everybody's going ahead.
I think there's a
Disney's like marketing him and shit.
I think there's a very likely possibility because when nobody's in the fucking gym and we're just hooping out, dude, we play some amazing basketball.
Facts.
So-
when it's empty, nobody waiting,
When
it's
dude,
just like
so I think when the
So yo,
capacity is lower,
reading about it, it says the
I
NBA.
think it's gonna get really loose in there.
You can hear every move on the court.
Check this out, Mike. The
You know?
NBA.
Huh?
You can hear the
Well-
feet on the court.
Well, hold on,
You know,
before
hear it all.
you read
Like,
that.
all that noise is gone.
Well, no,
That too.
they're
I'm gonna
all
like
the
it because of
game
the
noise.
commentary. I'm
That's
gonna
all you
like
hear.
it.
True.
I'm gonna like it because of the commentary. Pick up the pick. Oh, or it might be pick up the.
It's gonna be.
It's
So no,
gonna be a bunch
It's
of
gonna be
bleeping
like
outs.
semi-pro. It's gonna be like semi-pro.
they are working with 2K Sports, the gaming company,
For what?
to do artificial.
Noise. Yeah,
Noise,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's easy though. What I was gonna say was the NBA will use law enforcement to secure the bubble in Orlando. The NBA will use local, state, and federal law enforcement, as well as former special op forces to secure the bubble in Disney World Orlando.
Well, I'm excited because I just think it's gonna.
I just
be,
wanted to come back.
Yeah, that too, man. But beyond the fact
don't think
that we
that's
haven't
bad? You don't
even
think-
had
you don't think that's
nothing
bad,
to
though?
watch in forever, I really am excited based off how it's gonna all go down. I think LeBron's gonna fucking dominate, dude. I think he's staying ready, and I think he's gonna fucking do his thing just like he always does. And on that topic, really quick, I think this Laker team is built for LeBron, just like in ways that the Bulls was built for Jordan, because now that they're building up the defensive pieces, they have long McGee, they have long Dwight, they have long Anthony Davis that could get up and down the court fast, and they take up a lot of area. So it's hard to get shots within the perimeter with one, much less two of those guys in the game. Then you got LeBron playing free safety. So it's like his IQ so smart. He knows exactly how you're going to play. He comes out there, reads the plays, capitalizes off of it. It's kind of like a perfect system set up for LeBron to win. So I think
This year.
that very much leans to him.
And
to
here's
say,
my thing with that, because this has always been the downfall of LeBron, and this is why I argue against a lot of LeBron fans when they say, "Oh, he makes his teammates better." Technically, he doesn't, because from his first 12 years of his career, LeBron ran offense was LeBron with the ball. The only other person that had more ball usage than LeBron was James Harden. Okay. LeBron has the ball, barrels down towards the middle. Everybody is waiting on the outside. So when defenses collapse, he dishes the ball and somebody makes the open shot. When you take LeBron out of the game, because nobody else is running the offense, because it's always LeBron, everybody's standing there. So when he gets out of the game and they up 15, next thing you know, when he comes back, they're down 10.
10, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they've made the offense so dependent on him. So this Lakers team is less dependent on
What
him.
team were you referring to when he was doing that? The Cleveland
Cavs?
team? Yeah,
The Cavs,
exactly.
hold on.
He had Mo Williams out there or Boobie Gibson backing him up or something.
But even when he went to the
Boobie ain't doing that.
when he went to Miami, Wade stepped back
Yeah.
and did the same thing. Let LeBron run the team. And
Well,
what
this
happened?
is the thing in Miami. When he got to Miami, dude, but the problem there was when he arrived, he realized that him and Dwayne Wade do a lot of the same things. He's like,
Facts.
shit, man. He goes, we both don't really shoot the ball from deep really much. We like to attack the rim, and here we are both needing the ball in our hand.
Yes.
Shit. Okay, this offset a little bit. That didn't go too
But
well.
LeBron's numbers went down the first year because
he deferred.
if LeBron had taken from day one the Magic Johnson approach, because I always compare LeBron to Magic, not
We'll
to
talk
Michael.
about Magic Johnson in a second. He's got the documentary coming out.
I know.
Is that not going to be amazing?
Yes.
After the Jordan one?
Yes.
I'm so excited.
So LeBron is Magic on steroids. Big body male with
Yes.
the point guard mentality.
Yes.
But LeBron has a higher basketball IQ, everything like that.
Right.
if LeBron had came out from the beginning, even with because he took shitty teams to the finals. I'm not going to knock that.
Right.
I think the player who deserves the most credit for taking the most shittiest team to the finals is Allen Iverson
Right.
against that Lakers team.
Yeah, that was impressive to take.
Yes.
Whoever the fuck
Yeah.
was on that team, I don't even
Yeah.
know another person.
He had washed up.
Snow.
He had washed up Mutombo.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, whoever the fuck was on that team.
If LeBron had came out,
Omar
and
was on that team.
if they played more of a Magic Johnson
Allegedly.
style Lakers early,
Allegedly.
I think it would be. Honestly, I think he would probably have at least one more championship. At least one more. Magic Johnson wasn't the focal point of the offense.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson was a point guard who distributed and got everybody involved.
Bird was tough.
Bird was tough though.
Bird
That
was tough.
Celtics team, yo,
Celtics flow.
they was
Love
real.
me some Larry Legend.
Yo.
Yo, heck, thanks for coming out, man.
Yo, facts, man.
Yo, it was good fucking catching up and everything. I didn't even get to most of my stuff, but we definitely had a good time. Well, I did want to say real quick, the coronavirus numbers are up according to the CDC count. So, they say the last 24 hours there was 35,000 new cases, 754 deaths. The CDC predicts 150,000 deaths by July 18th. Right now, the number is 121,000. So, a lot of Lysol, fucking social distance, stay away from each other. It can
Wash
only
your
be better
hands.
for you.
Wash
Stay
your
stay
hands.
safe, please. We love you for fucking with us, and I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you.
Facts.
Good night.
Be a part of the Pride on the People's Network. Please subscribe.